So definitely expecting a 5 game series. And with that, into the draft, here we go. Now it's going to be Celestial title onto the blue side. That means they will be having a bit of a advantage to take the first pick. But I do believe, when you're onto the red side, it does get easier on how you could predict the draft and all. So Emperors, will they be taking advantage of that? I'm really curious to know. But moving forward, we have the Bakshia getting banned. Sora as well. Now, understandable. These are the heroes into the meta. When you would be expecting something like a Zushin, the Eve, or maybe something Alice. What about that? Yep, Yuzhong is also here.
Yeah, there is a chance that they can go up with the Yuzhong. There is a ban on with the Bakshia taken on from the setup team Celestial Titans. There is a Sora as well as the Freya, but yet to see the Jushin. I mean, kind of looking like Emperors really want to give that Jushin onto the side of Celestial Titans, and I don't like that choice as well because Celestial Titans can also play the dominative starting just like Ryzen X did in the last game. They love to play dominate. I mean, they love to dominate in the early phase so that the late phase literally come into their hand easily. That's how their playstyle is. And Emperors, as Pichi mentioned, they are kind of concentrated in the mid play. So if they will trying to give that Jushin will not be a good idea. But now Rock got banned, Jushin open, and
Crazy.
no time wasted.
Yeah, I mean, it's the finals and you have the Zushin open. What is Emperor's thinking? A bit their play style, they really love to dive in. They really love to capitalize the back laners more. It is a good idea to keep that Zushin open. One, Zushin has been nerfed a lot lately. It's been the last few patches as well. You can't pick up quite few heroes with that. So, yep, as I was talking about that, the back laners, Khalil will be there. Along with the Khalid, you are expecting a Kimmy. Now, Kimmy, that is something of a new hero that I have been seeing a lot of teams really moving towards that. It's not the Farsa, it's not the Eve, but the Kimmy. So that is a bit surprising. Now, with the kind of a gameplay that they have, they'll have to clear the mid lanes very quickly and then rotate. So Celestial Titles, they need something to give that vision so that it is going to be a Hilda.
It is going to be the Hilda, but for now, they got the double-edged sword into their hand, as well as you're going to see the same invasive potential from the side of Celestial Titans mentioned by Pichi as well. But this Ishin Shen onto the Celestial Titans is still a flex because it can easily get used in the jungle, so do into the goal lane. So this two set, which this Ishin Shen is having right now, let us, not only us, but also Team Emperors, been thinking about the drop. But for now, as Dragon is banned, what would be the better option into the backline domination, like backline hindrance kind of thing? A Phobius? What about a Phobius? Will it work here in the EXP?
Oh, yes, EXP lane. Now, they don't have, but the Celestial Titans don't have a lot of dash heroes. So it might be something of like a meat shield right there in the front of them. But rather than that, Phobius is primary concern would be the dashes. So I do believe rather than the Phobius, a Lapu Lapu would be good, or even something like a Ruby might work out very well as well. Now, the continuous crowd control is kind of much needed for Team Empress since they will be lacking a bit. Rather than only the immobilization is something that I do see. No hard crowd control so far, but for the Celestial Titans, it's just the back laners. And on top of that, YSS. Now, this YSS, I do have a feeling it's a jungle. So if it's a jungle, it is very high chance that you may be able to see that this YSS is going to outfarm the enemy jungle. And if that happens, Celestial Titans will be having an easier time. But back again to the draft, we have the Harley, we have the Frederick. Now, the Bakshia was already targeted onto the first phase. So, it's something going to be like a Leo mode getting banned as of now.
Or a Gwynny. I mean, if they're using this Ishin Shin for the goal, then Gwynny ban will be a safer choice. Like they can easily use that Leo mode into the jungle. And if not the Leo mode, then Suyu is open as well. So there is a chance that come up with a Suyu's jungle or maybe a Joy jungle for now. But both the teams yet to pick their jungle options for their side. And this is the Harley ban already been done by the side of Team Emperors. The last ban yet to come. Suyu, Leo mode, or maybe a Guinevere if they wants to play the Leo mode into the jungle. Then they will go for the Gwynny. But no, it's a Lapu Lapu. Okay, what's the choice going on here? Lapu Lapu ban. Is it like they wants to go for Sora? I mean, Sora is banned, so Is it like they wants to go for something into the Arlot or maybe uh Alice?
It's good option though, but I feel like keeping the Leo mode open is just not it, because once you do see a Harley getting banned, it usually says that there's gonna be a Leo mode coming in. So will Emperors go towards the Leo mode because they still have to pick up their junglers? But other than that, there is going to be something open though. Yep, Alice is going to be open. Really good backlane hero that could really disperse the enemy heroes, and that's the same case as the glue as well. Now they are going all in towards that EXP lane. Khalid onto the roam. We have the glue. Now glue though, it's gonna be a bit iffy though, because Emperors, I have seen them play glue. They do play it out well, but the only problem is they don't rotate to the EXP lane as fast as possible, then they go to the gold. So I do want to see how they are trying to capitalize, because yesterday Empress did pick up a glue and he almost was the first blood. I don't want to see the same games at the finals though.
Of course, this glue pick from the setup team Emperors is a very nice pick, and now I can think like why they banned the Lapu Lapu. They really wants to play that glue into the EXP. Leomord is open for the setup team Celestial Titans, not going to waste it out the time, and there is the sustain coming in for that Alice, as I mentioned before. But I was hoping this Alice from the setup team Emperor though. And now the jungle Guinevere, you can come up with that against the Leomord. That's the option opening for you, but at the same time, you'll be more into the utility section. You need something at the damage at this point. Hayabusa. What about a Hayabusa?
Oh, I don't think the meta favors Hayabusa anymore. The assassins have been a bit really not there, like up to the mark in this current season. So I feel like Hayabusa will be very rare coming in from the side of Team Emperors. But in that manner, Leomord taken away. They should have taken a Leomord before the glue though. But there you go. One of the junglers that have been rising. It's a fighter juggler, the Guinevere. Now Guinevere, talking about her, is gonna be a bit nuisance. Vices will be having a bit of an easy time unless his skills are on cooldown. Hilda won't be targeted. Now there's going to be a bit of a problem towards the total Team Empress. They are playing towards those team fights. They are trying to play towards those how the Guinevere can come up. But as much as I remember, Team Empress do lack a bit. They do struggle a bit with the Guinevere. Now Team Celestial Titans, if they make mark of that and make sure to target the Guinevere, they can easily get the game. But if Team Empress goes in 3 members, 4 members easily towards Celestial Titles, they could have the game as well. So it's a 50-50 chance, because both the teams have performed so well on to the round number 1, 2, 3, and climbing up to the grand finale. They know what they're made of.
They know what they're made of, and with this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again for the grand finale setup here at the 32 LF Scrim Algambo Esports, powered by Algambo Esports, and this is Celestial Titans going against Team Emperors. It will be a BO5 series, and this is the first set. Let's see who will have it onto their side, who will have the lead for this BO5 series so far. You can see the early game Scrum is coming out with a Lantal player. They throw out that they throw out that Jushin. They went on to the Kimi. For now, the Desert Tornado being used. A lot of damage being pushed out by the Kimi onto the Jushin. There is a Lantal player touch coming out here. This is the taunts I was talking for a Jushin.
That's true. No, Zushin though, it's going to be a bit iffy for them because she's going to have an easier time. But here, looks like the lethal will be going down into the hands of Team Empress, especially into the hands of Grey. Now, it is going to be there, but top lane matchup as we just pan towards that but into the mid lane, is it going to be a first blood?
Okay, let's see the first blood. It's coming out here for not the first blood though. Managed to go back in the safer zone, and that's the reason. Beautiful escape, I'll say. For now, the glue. that is the moment I was talking about. Like glue against Alice. Okay, he's getting a lot of damage though. We'll get the heal, and split is on there. Doesn't have the grab to go on because he's not yet level 4. But still, this is the thing. Like you're vulnerable in the early phase. Phantom Seed coming the way, finds that bug for himself. He will be advancing himself into the Retribution's level.
Okay, so for Cheezen, will he be able to come up with the first blood though against AVL? Not the Claw though. I do want to see about how the Claw wants to make sure to get the game because both of those marksmen are high scaling heroes. That means mid to the late game the game is gonna be going into their hands. But Lucam, sorry, not Lucam, but Lukestum this time around. Level 4 already goes in.
Thrown of the Ruin, 2-member caught in the way. First the Gwynny, then Papa Kodo, and will be taking out the Turtle as well. Beautiful escape being done by the Kimmy, baited out the Flicker there. But 2-man down with the Turtle on. Celestial Titans, known for their early domination, shown it once again.
My goodness, Celestial Titans, they needed the early game and they got the early game. They're trying to go towards Gary this time around, but they'll have to wait it out. They'll have to let Gary take it away. This is what I was talking about. You know, Gary with the onto the Guinevere, I have seen him struggle a bit. I do feel like he needs a bit of a mastery onto that hero, but other than that, he makes it work. And Emperors are one of the teams who loves to make a comeback. So how many comebacks in one match they could go for? Really curious to know. Into the middle lane, looks like they do want to clear up the lanes, while we have not seen one proper gank yet.
But I'll say like it's because they are not so much like having the damage deal kind of thing. They really into the setup thing, and that setup is really need to be perfect as well. They don't have any initiative for the setup. That's the main thing. Like they went for the Kimmy, but I was hoping it would have been better if they would have gone for the ZTN for their side. I mean, at least they could have got some initiation, then the spatial migration or the Raising Sandstorm would have worked better. But for now, 2-0 the score is. Celestial Titans yet high in this micro field. And they will be going higher and higher. Phantom Street Gears, Hilda falls down, goes back to the safer zone. But still the kill trade will be taken on by Celestial Titans.
Crazy, look at them. They're going down for some ever. That's just 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. They get their first kill. Now, with that first kill, they'll have to think about the Turtle as well. Now, the Turtle's gonna come up, while Celestial Titles very much interested in taking the river area control. They do have the option to take it quite easily, but not as good as Emperors, because one Khalid can do such an amazing job, but because it's Khalid, okay? He can just eat the sand, be up there, regen, but no, he's getting targeted. Emperors will have to lose this Turtle as well.
That's a nice start, I'll say, for the side of Team Celestial Titans. 2 macro secured. They got 3 kills into the hand. Cheesin. Nobody is taking care of Cheesin at this moment. Look at that gang coming in, but not aware of the special migration with the combo. The Crimson Bacon popped up here. They went inside the way, and the burst coming in. Abiat falls down. Papa Kono as well. But into the way, the follow-up coming by the Kimmy. Went back into the safer zone. Bloodout comes to the way as well. We're going to go for the throw of the ruin, but it doesn't have at this point. There is a lot of sustain coming in. Use the Cyclone Eye for going back in the safer side. For now, they will be retaliated back and not going to go for the contest.
Crazy. Celestial Titans picking up kills by kills, and on top of that, the bottom turret as well. Now Cheesin getting unlimited support from the rejected one. That's going to work out very well, because one Yuzhong, sorry, not the Yuzhong, but the YSs do need a bit of a support onto the early game, and they are providing it very well. So rejected one, what is your call? Because you guys can go in for a gank, and Kimmy looking quite low. I don't like that. Kimmy has to go back mid lane. I feel like it's going to be targeted.
Oh no, I thought like Phantom Steed might be the thing for that Kimmy, but it's okay. Oh, now it's come. Now it's come into the way. They're going for the structure one. Spatial migration used. Not going to connect it on anybody. But now the Crimson Bacon comes in the way. The structure giving out a lot of damage. But Gary falls down first. It will be killed on to Papa Kono. And in the meantime, we're going to see that space plate not going to come and connect onto anybody.
Ooh, crazy matchup. Cheesin leaves in a sliver of HP. And on top of that, Kyler is all alone. He uses this Io Cyclone to dodge this glue. That was pretty awesome to see, given the fact that you do walk in a straight line. You know what's gonna come in for you.
Obviously, and now the item sections, elegant same, and then that's the Sky Piercer. This guy, Pitchy, yesterday, Celestial Titans won 2 of the game. I mean, you know who got 2 MVPs? It was Bad Boy Joe Pip. He, with that Kimmy, was so furious, so aggressive that I can't even say anything about him. Raising Sandstorm onto no one? Onto no one, he missed it out there. Grab being done out of the Leo mode, but nothing gonna happen right now. He's in a bad position going in. The follow-up is not coming for the glue. He might be falling down here. Look at the stun coming in. Papa Kono goes down there, but in the meantime, the cross-map play comes in. Claude finds a structure, but now the glue is getting cornered by 4 members. The spatial migration Valeric came out of 3 people, but the damage is not there in the meantime. Sulaf falls down. Kimi goes down. There is a Phantom Street triple kill with that 30 stack onto the Sky Piercer. Bad boy Jope working in silence, giving out that fighty vibes with that Lantern player and the Jushin pick. You wouldn't have gone for that Jushin trade. That's a hell a lot bad move from Emperor.
Definitely, they took the gamble. Now they will be paying price for the same gamble that they have made. Now, Bad Boy Joseph into the mid lane, creating ruckus. Look at him. He's trying to get the tank as quickly as possible because they know if they take down the Khalil, they will be having an easier time peeling the back lane. As Papa Kong, on the other hand, knows that he definitely needs to save that turret, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Wait a minute. On to that, it is going to be the hill that comes up. Spatial migration.
But he doesn't have the damage. That's the thing. Thrown the ring. Used here. Went for the split. Grab onto the Leo mode. Not onto the Leo mode. Okay, he managed to go back at this point because like the Jushin has a hell a lot of damage at this point, and he might gonna take it out. And there you go. Sucker falls down immediately there. Can't do anything at this point due to the level gap, due to the damage gap. Just like the game of Ryzen X versus Underdogs. The Guinevere is not getting the farm, and that's the reason falling instantly when going for the spatial migration. Even though the setup is too great, Pitchy, but it's not having any damage. That's the reason he can't take any micro for the team. And now structure after structure is getting deleted down here. Second tier falling down, expanding the mid lane. Again, immaculation happened. Now the Monoshocker release, Holy Shield falling down in just 9 minutes.
What is it going to be? Team Celestial Titles playing it out, taking kills by kills. Look at that. Bad boy Joe Pep taking down too many as well. I think so far he has the max assist as well as the max kills, but the max assist goes to the hands of rejected one. But there you go. Glue comes up with the grab onto the Zushin. That was futile given the fact that it is just not there. But Aiko though, I just noticed that he picked up a Sky Piercer just now. It's gonna be a problem.
That's too late, I'll say. You should not have go for that Sky Piercer. You are onto a 0-2-1 meet. Maybe because it's a Kimi, just like a Granger, he took a Sky Piercer here, but solo Lord for none other than Kyla here. Nobody will be there to take this Lord or to contest out this Lord. He went in, he finds the Lord for his team, and now they might finish the game as well because the Lord will be emerging into the mid and the Holy Shield is not there. And you always say, Pitchy, if the Holy Shield is not around you in the 12 minutes mark, then you are kind of vulnerable to the push. But for now, the damage coming in, he went for the split here, he went back. Oh my goodness, the setup with the flicker, throw the right 4-member card of the way. Unstoppable coming out for the Jushin. Bad boy Jopep goes in. Ishanshin finds the kill. Cheesin is literally freezing the things for the side of Team Celestial Titans. He used the traction pulse, but not going to connect onto anyone. 2 members down. Pitchy, is this the end? The Lantern Flare is connecting. The hindrance happen. It's a monster coming out from Bad Boy Jopep. They're going in for the strike. The tier falling down here. It is a continuous burst coming in, but look at that Mountain Shocker. Immune comes in. They need to lock down the base. They're doing it so.
What is it going to be? The Lord is here on top of that team member, still trying to clear the Lord as quickly as possible. The turret though, 50% in. Aiko will be taken down. Lucan will be the next Phantom. She comes in, but wait a minute. Zushin, kills on kills, not going down, and with that turret as well. There you go. Team Celestial Titans for the first win.
No cap, but if you are giving Bad Boy Jope one of the best meta mid laner, then you're doomed like this. The way this guy was playing from the very beginning of the game, not falling down for a single time. I mean, the position was so safe. His game style is so safe, and his aggression at the perfect timing was a needed aggression for his team. And in the end, that setup coming out from Luxem was massive. was immensely best,
Yeah.
I'll say, because the way he goes in with the blood art, Flicker diverted himself inside the tier, went for that throw the win on 4 members. Like that was beauty of the exp laner, beauty of the set of comp. That's how it looks like, and no chance for the side of emperors to take on the game for them. It was just a one-way game. It was just the annihilation being done by the Celestial Titan. They managed to destroy the crown of Team
That's
Emperor.
That's true. Team Emperors, the throne might be dethroned because Celestial Titans, the way that they are capitalizing on the mistakes of Team Emperors, this working out very well. Now, on to the same note, Kyler, though. Look at him. He is going in for as much as those low heroes as possible, but at the same time, the glue pick was not it. I feel like the glue did not work out very well, and on top of that, they needed a constant CC. They needed something like a Lapu Lapu. They needed something like what do you call what something? Maybe even an Xbox would have worked, but would have been a bit squishy.
Yep. And this is the thing, like Guinevere, you went for the Guinevere and it doesn't work well in the early phase. Even though you got the kill there, but still doesn't matter. The setups are so high for the setups in Celestial Titans. You banned the Lapu Lapu because of that glue, but then they went on to the ILS and look at those setups. This one, my favorite one, Blood On, and then goes with the Throne Raid with a flicker combo, and there you go. Bad boy Chopip everywhere present. Gonna go in, strike in, comes back without losing himself. That's the safest play I have seen so far with Chushin in the mid. I know,
Yes.
God, how can you like left the Chushin around to pick?
My goodness, even this time around, the turret was not targeted, and yet they were given a chance. Team Emperors were given a chance to clear it out as quickly as possible, and this is what happens when you give out a Zushin and not ban it. Zushin picks up the MVP.
I mean, Ray has been very much happy if you would have been here because the Jushin got the MVP here. 89%, 709, 8,221 total gold, 29% of total damage. The Skyfacer stack was high at Alter because I mean, I believe it is more than 60. The way she was picking up the kills, the way he was picking up the kills. Bad boy Chopip. We casted for my lazy boy Joseph, and this is the bad boy Chopip. These two guys are so good with their lanes. Joseph, master of jungle, love to see him. I'm one of my favorite jungler in India, and bad boy Chopip is coming into that scene. I mean, he's giving me the vibe of Asuna, or you can say the vibe of Bid as well. The way she's playing, like he's the contradictory of Asuna as well as Bid, because Bid loves to play, like defensive utility kind of thing, and Suna goes aggressive. But this guy knows the timing, like when I have to play safe, when I have to go aggressive. He knows the timing, and the way he channeled out was literally remarkable for now. But now the second game is about to come, Pichi. Are we going to see the respect ban on the Jushin, or maybe we're going to see a Jushin ban from Celestial Titans because they will have the second pick this time?
Definitely, Zushin ban is much needed. I do feel like they won't be making the same mistake as Team Empress that they have went for opening up the Zushin and not taking it as well. Now, they did not come up with any counter, which was a little surprising for me. But at the same time, I do wanted to see them to kind of dominate the middle lane, though. They should have gone in for something like a Lunox or possibly even a Cyclops, though. Yes, Cyclops is very unorthodox pick. Like, it works in a little bit of a scenario like against the Zushin. I feel like yes, because once you cast your skills, you will have your movement speed, and that movement speed is really important to get away from Zushin's lantern flare. So I feel like the Cyclops fits in right well in theory, yes, but you'll have to just check out how you dodge left and right. It's gonna be there. So second game, what is it going to be? Zushin, yeah, banned. I feel like Lapu Lapu will be banned as well, because last game, if there was a Lapu Lapu, I am pretty sure the game would have been a little different. At least Emperor wouldn't have gone in a one-sided match.
Look at Tame, this guy with that LS7 stuff, and even with the Leo mode pick, everything was settled for them in the early phase, and they managed immaculate it into the late as well. Not even late, and how much late it was. Just one Lord, they managed to finish it out. But for now, the second game is coming in, guys. What's your vote for? Is it Celestial Titans going to bring up another clean sweep at Algambo Esports 30 to LS Scream, or are we going to see the reverse sweep, a comeback, a possible comeback, a redemption arc from the side of Team Emperors? What will be happening? Let me know in the comment section. I'm right now watching out your chats. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and follow our social handles so that you'll be getting other infos about our next events. Before now, let's straight away goes into the draft. There is a ban on the Sora from the side of Emperors. And you're going to see the choosing this time not be around Celestial Titans, but that's giving me the vibe that Bad Boy Joker might going to go for that Kimmy. And when he go for the Kimmy, you know that Roma loves to flex that high loss as well.
Definitely, and I feel like in this game we might be able to see a Harley game, might be, but if it's open, maybe into the later phases, there could be a Harley game coming in. But other than that, Freya, yes, you do need the Claude and the carry. Surprised to see though, Claude was there, not the carry. But will they be going for a carry ban? That's gonna be a good question that I do want to see. How Celestial Titans will be going around, because YSS was there onto the last game as their goal laner, but this time around, what is it going to be?
Season like this guy can also play the Harriet. Even he can come up with the Beatrix just like Raphael. So there might be a chance that he doesn't have problem in the goal lane. Don't have a lesser hero pool. He does have a huge hero pool for himself. But for now, the Ishin Shin will be get respected, not because Cheezen can't play it. Cheezen can easily play it. He had already played in the last game. It's because the first pick is going in the hand of Team Emperor. So it's a mind game coming out from the side of Team Celestial Titans right now in the draft. They don't want to give those prioritized picks in the meta to the side of Emperors because they got the first pick priority for them. For now, are they going to ban the Grok, Pitchy, or will they ban out that carry?
I feel like the Grok is much needed right now. They could go for it because one carry can be countered by the fighter junglers, or you could go for an assassin as well. There is a chance, but Celestial Titans are really taking their chance and they really do want to open up the YSS as well. Leomor out of the way. Is it going to be a Harley into the hands of Emperors?
Maybe they're trying to go for the Harley, but what if Team gonna ban it out, Celestial Titans, because they also know the drop. They know like if the Leomor is banned, there might be a chance that we're gonna see that Harley. For now, this will be the last ban in the first banning phase, and there is a lot of heroes open at this point. The Grok is a priority hero open right now. They can come up with the carry. They can also come up with the Harley. There is a high chance that they will again go with that Guinevere, but because they banned the Leomor this time. It's not because like the last time also when they went for the Gwynny, I thought like they will have better chance. They went for the counter picks, but then also they couldn't manage to bring that early phase aggression for them. Even the Khalid is open at this point. Oh my goodness, Yuzong getting banned, giving me a vibe that there is a chance that we're going to see a Kimmy into the hand of Bad Boy Jopip. Grok instantly locked on.
Let's see. The Grog, though, really is going to work out very well to stop a bit a rotation coming in from Celestial Titans. But Celestial Titans can make a note of it that Grog is really vulnerable to magic damage. That if they pick up the Harley, if they pick up a jungler Harley, it's going to work out so well. So there you go. Celestial Titans moves in forward for the counter because they want the Grog's ultimate as well. Now this is going to be a bit interesting to see given the fact that they have paired it up with the AOG, the Gatotkacha and the Valentina can synergize very well, and this is one of the combos that I would put in my top 5 list, and it works out so well. So it all depends on the execution part now, Ash.
Of course, the combo is so great, but as you mentioned about the execution part, it is more important. Even though last time they went for the counter, but they couldn't manage to execute it properly. That's the reason Team Celestial Titans dominatively finish out the game against Emperors. But for now, Emperors need to pull it back. Otherwise, the match point in the next match will straight away goes into the Celestial Titans. And when you're in a deficit of 2 games, like your confidence will get loose and loose. I mean, yes. It will get low and low. So making your comeback at that point is not so easy. For now, the carry will get taken out from the side of team Emperors here with a Zetian coming in. My goodness, look at that composition. 3 meta Grok into the roam. They got the initiator as the Phoenix, Zetian, and now the true damage, the late game composition for them. But still, Pitchy, if you remember the first day of Algambo Esports 32 Let's Scream, we have seen the same scenario, the carry being picked up by Lizu, but couldn't manage to bring the action because there were no late game.
Yes, that's true. That's going to be a bit interesting to see. And yes, it's going to be a Harley game as I predicted. It's Harley against a Grok. Now, on top of that, the team Emperors are giving out a lot of ultimates to Valentina. That is also one of the concerns that team Emperors should take note of. And on top of that, giving that much ultimates is really not good. As since Team Celestial Titans are already on the match, they already have won their first match, and if they win this match as well, they are instantly going towards the match point. And Emperors, why would you let your opponents go towards the match point so easily? So the Zetian pick, though, I feel like rather than the Zetian, they could have came up with the Kimmy once again for only one reason, that Kimmy might have an easier chance. But as of now, Zetian also feels like a safe pick against an Harley. Like her passive could be the saving grace, but for till how long? Because the passive cooldown is really big, so it's going to be a bit of a problem.
2 minutes in the early phase, and then might be 1 minute and 30 seconds in the late phase. But still, the Harley is not going to touch you physically. It's more like he will cast the ultimate onto you. So the passive not gonna, if I'm not wrong, the passive not gonna repel the ultimate. So it's gonna work. It's not a saber in the jungle. It's a Harley there. So more like, okay, the Harith will be taken out this time. Cheese and what he will go for. That's the thing. Like this carry is there. And for now, I believe like the early Valentina pick is kind of not suitable for the side of team Celestial Titan. They could have gone with that Forza. It could have been working better because of that carry being there. But still, if the execution part, as you mentioned before, with the Valentina and Kacha goes well, then it's so well as well. Because look at this thing, like AOG with the tech charge. That is a massive crowd control for your side. So that is also getting, into the way that if I am you getting connected onto that Grok's tech charge every time, or if he will take the ultimate of Fury of Phoenix, it's just going to give the info and a little bit of initiation. That's it. But now the last man coming in here, we're going to see the Fedrin and the Alice getting out from the Land of Dawn. And it will be the Moskov. Every carry's counter has been taken out. Ishenshin is been banned as well. Claude is the only option they might going to corner it around. Or else something new like a Brody or a Clint. Or maybe a CC coming in for them.
That's true. Let's see what is it going to be, because a lot of marksman has been targeted from the side of I just want to make sure Carrie will be having an easier time in her own lane. Now, when the Carrie has an easier time, her farm gets up, her kills also gets up, and it gets easier to carry the game as well. Now, Emperors are feeling the heat that Team Celestial Titles are giving them. So what is it going to be? Lapu Lapu not targeted, will be taken down. Now, as I mentioned, Celestial Titans really loves to go for those fights as of now. They have been very consistent with their gangs and almost like a 70% win rate with their gangs. So I feel like they could be having an easier time this game as around when the Katurkacha is someone who's just taking this damage, being into the front lanes. There's going to be Lapu Lapu as well, so the back lane easily can deal damage. But what about Team Emperors? For the side of Team Emperors, you do see a Grok. You are allowing a Arlet to come in your team as of now. So Arlet can displace you. Arlet can make Team Celestial Titans uncomfortable. That is, again, a very good pick. But there you go, Ash. This is the pick that I was waiting for. They needed not the Guinevere, but a Pakshia or even the Leomord would have worked well. But unfortunately, Leomord onto the ban list.
For now, you really need the true damage. Otherwise, it will not be easy to burst out those tanky members. They got the Grog, they got the Bakshia around there. And not only this too, but they also have a lot for their side. So they're so tanky at this point. The front line is so strong. In the late game, oh my goodness, I'm going to see a Granger for Ichizen. Not hoping for it, but In the end, they went for the green. I was hoping for the beast though, but it's fine. You got the range against the carry, but you need scaling, you need the snowball in the early phase. Otherwise, it will be futile in the late phase. But for now, the 5v5 set is open for both these sides, and not sure about the 70% win rate out of the gang, but I'm sure about one thing. Currently, Celestial Titans is going 100% win rate throughout the tournament, unbeatable yet. So if Team Emperor is going to defeat them, then they will be in the same place. They will be in the same place, because before the final happens, we're talking unbeatable for both the teams. But for now, it is Celestial Titans. Can they finish it up this finals with a 3-0 clean sweep, or are we going to see the reverse sweep, a redemption arc, a maybe comeback, whatever you can tell it, a fairy tale ending from the side of Team Emperors? For that, you need to watch it out. We're entering into the Land of Dawn soon. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Land of Dawn for game number 2 at the grand finale at Algambo Esports 32 Elite Scrims. Emperors versus Celestial Titans for you.
Let's go, let's see what is it going to be. Celestial Titans with 1 victory onto their hands. They are trying to make a 2nd victory, and will Team Emperors let them fall or not? That's going to be my question for the day, ladies and gentlemen. What are you waiting for? Let's go into the Land of Dawn.
Let's go into the Land of Dawn, and for now, Emperors versus... Papa Kuno? What happened to Papa Kuno?
Oh, lag issue, or maybe some network issue that might be here, but that's quite unfortunate.
Of course, that's quite unfortunate, and we are back into the casting desk. Here we are, guys, and talking about it, like Papa Kuno sacrificed himself with the network issue coming out from him, but the good thing is he did not give the goal to the side of the team. It was just suicidal attempt by Papa Kuno. It will get resolved as soon as possible. Let's talk about the draft right now. Like the set off comp from the side of Team Emperors. They do have the R-Lot, Thunder Slash, Tech Charge. And we're again back into the map, guys. The technical glitch which happened onto the Emperor side may be resolved at this point. So we are back. Pitchy, what do you think? Like, will it affect onto Emperors, that first thing?
Oh, might be a bit though, because one thing I have noticed, like when a player goes AFK, they loses a bit of experience as well as goals, so that's going to be a bit little interesting to see. So on to the other hand, Kyler though, he has to get out. He's looking quite low. He's dodging. He dodged Aiko's kill, but will he be able to dodge Papa Kong? And yep, he will be. Now onto the same note, bottom lane. Are we expecting a first blood?
I don't think so. Like, maybe not. But still, the Arlot going to play it safe. It's just the EXP lane regular drama. You always see it. But for the Arlot, getting not the spike before the turtle is also advantageous for the side of Celestial Titans. Might be going for the gank here. Gatot Kacha, ready for it. He does have the flicker and will be baiting it out for the defense. There is a follow-up coming in as well. A little bit of taunt onto the Valentina. Goes back there. Revitalize used. Turtle on.
Oh, first turtle already here. What is it going to be? The team's already ready. Now, Gary, this time around, is not on Equiniment. That means he will be having the advantage of going to the front lanes, taking him. What is it going to be? A taunt onto him, and yet he takes away the turtle. And there you go.
The fight coming in. British fighter used. Allard and Slither might get taken out, but beautiful escape happened with those slash coming by him. GG escape with the help of the crypt.
My goodness, look at them. Cheese also coming up with a rotation now this time around. Emperors also wants to make sure to get those a bit of a advantage as well, but they are a bit behind. Talking about them onto the gold, they have it because of the turtle. They are trying to up the gold difference that they have, but it's just the early games. Anything could happen because the mid game is quite important, and mid game is where you are trying to capitalize it all. On top of that, rejected one. Constant vision moving around, and Gary into the middle lane as well now. Oh, is it going to be a gank?
Rhapsody trying to go onto the carry, but couldn't manage to get up right now. Slither H3 for the Valentina goes back to the sleeper zone, and beautiful escape with the AOG defense.
Crazy. Crazy there. Okay, Aviel has already used up his flicker, so that's going to be a bit of a problem on how he's going to dodge. But him having constant support from the team is really, really good. Kyler, on the other hand, is unable to pick up anything. And you know what's crazy? No first blood yet. So that is just there. Oh, maybe a first blood coming in. Rejected one, looking quite low.
Okay, goes back there into the safer side though. Cheesin going for those pokes here. There is a follow-up coming out from Bad Boy Jope, but not gonna immaculate a first blood from the setup team Emperors with those pokes. And now the second turtle is here. Pitchy, can you believe 4 minutes of the game? Second turtle is here, and we haven't seen the first blood yet. Slash coming in, does have the Bravest Fighter. Does the final slash already been used? Bravest Fighter comes in the way, held the minions. Goes back in the safer zone. That took the turret.
Oh, what is it going to be? Look at that. Second turtle come already there. Gary, wait a minute. He's going to get a bit of a taunt, though that got missed out by the rejected one. But there is a tectonic charge from Bad Boy Jopep as well.
We need to see the retribution right now. 50-50 action here. Tech charge being forced out from both these sides. Retreat again. Gary Sucker securing the turtle, and now the first blood onto Bad Boy Jopep here. Slain happened to rejected one. Beautiful follow from the carry from top to the bottom. Securing the turtle for his team. Securing the blood for his team. And now it's a 2-0 secured by Emperors with the turtle. Maybe a comeback is possible in this game.
Highly possible, highly possible. I feel like anything could be happening at the Algambo 32 scrims. I have seen, like 2 comebacks in 1 match, so why not? That's possible. Ariel goes in with the spinning light wheel. He's targeting Cheesin with the flicker, making sure he survives. Now this time around, Cheesin is also getting the heat, so that means he'll have to position himself very well. Kyler, on the other hand, unable to get that early game. Looks him this time around into the mid lane.
If you would have traded the Grok, I think then they should have picked out this carry for their side. But now the Ranger is not getting the snowballing. That's the reason, if the carry get the skill, the damage, in the late game you cannot do anything else. For now it's just the start 2-0. Great start for Emperors. They're playing it safe. They don't want to go for aggressive attack kind of comp. And that's a good idea though. And you have a Harley onto your side. They got Vakshya into the jungle, so obviously they have proper sustain for their side. You need to take out the damage dealer, then the match will easily be into your hand.
That's true, but for taking out the damage dealers is gonna be too much because the Emperors, they have the HP on front of the This is what I was talking about. Gary is able to sustain so much. AOG coming in into the defense while Kyler.
Okay, Kyler goes in with the Harley's hat, but down double onto Kyler. Might be a triple up. Avio with the triple. Beautifully being done by him this time. 5-0. Emperors back to the scene with the domination this time. Just like the last game, Celestial Titans were dominating. This game is totally Emperors into the mind. Grabbed up the third turtle as well. And a structure onto the top. Cross map play coming in. Gonna grab up the structure, but nothing gonna happen with that. They have a lead of just 400. I mean, the goal lead is not so high though.
That's true. Look at them. It seems the AVL will be taking down the mid turret. Now with the mid turret, it's going to be a little easy to capitalize onto the Harley, who does not have any kills, any type of assist as well. That's going to be a bit of a problem for Celestial Titans because I think they might be regretting their Harley pick despite being such a great pick. So something against a Grok, something against a carry, even the Harlot, but it is not working out just due to the Baksha, who has been constantly taking down that neutral objectives. And on top of that, talking about the gold, carry on 5.4 while Harley sits on 3.6. That is a massive gold gap between the junglers as well as the marksmen and Celestial Titans. They are way behind on gold.
Let's see for now. Celestial Titans, they're way behind the goal, but Kyler, he's forcing out the damage right now with that Harley, but it's not working the way it should be. It's 5-0 for now. He can't mark out Aviel in the early phase, and that's the reason Aviel is having a damage right now. In the meantime, we're gonna see the follow-up coming out of the bot. There's a little bit chance to go for a split push, but it's a Bakshia, of course, who is going for a split push, who can't do that.
Definitely, it's a Baksha. Come on, he's supposed to be there onto the front lane, that's taking them too much damage. But onto the same note, Team Emperors have been constantly very much onto the neutral objectives. This was a bit of a surprise because the last game it was not it, and I have seen the Guinevere. I feel like the Guinevere is a bit of a bad luck for them, and this game around they might be just trying to turn the tide. Will they be able to do it successfully is going to be my question. And with that, the Lord is up. As we may be able to see more casualties coming in because Bad Boy Jover picks up Zaytian's ultimate, not the, Grox.
That's the reason I'm telling. Like Bad Boy Chopif went for the Valentina, but still the execution is not working so well. You had a chance to go for the Zaytian even the carry, but no, you went for the Valentina first pick. Even though the Sora was not around you, it's just because the Grok was there, you went for this Valentina, and now it's kind of not having the scaling. Because somehow Bad Boy Jopip is known for his safer and aggressive play, but now he's kind of burstless. Lord, Fear of the Phoenix, this time from Bad Boy Jopip. Retribution onto the mark for Grey X Sucker. Another Bravest Fighter come in. Sliver of HP, managed to go back. Can he go for the final hit? Oh my goodness, the burst comes in there. Got his hand onto the Lapu. Unstoppable for Abiel. Managed to take down the two frontliners from Celestial Titans. And the score rise up to 7-0. And there will be the first blood coming out for the side of Celestial Titans after a 10-minute mark. 7-1 the score is. But still, it is Team Emperors with all the structures getting secured in the mid and kills getting secured on the ganks.
Definitely look at them with the Lord as well. They are able to clear it out as quickly as possible. One kill into the hands of Celestial Titans. That means they can still go for more. The bottom structure, though, it is on the verge of taking down. That means Team Emperors will be trying to push down as one more time as well. But on to the same note, I do want to see how the team will be capitalizing because Grog, though, is all alone and he does have his backup, but I feel like that might be a bit late.
Okay. It's for like Papa Kong, even though he had that network issue, but now he is reviving his team back into the scene. That's the thing, like he falls down first, but that kill doesn't count because he got out by the tier, by the turrets. Then the comeback from the side of Team Emperors was literally remarkable, I'll say. I mean, 7-0 the score was. They just gave one kill at this point, and look at the structures. Every structures in the top and mid, outer structure and mid structure has already been taken out. It's just the mid tier 2 standing tall and those inhibitors with the holy shields, which may be taken out with the second lot.
Definitely. What is it going to be? Team Celestial Titans will have to make decisions quickly as possible given the fact that it is just 1 minute left. Now with the 1 minute, they'll have to make sure that they are getting the Lord because first Lord, they did not get it. That means the second Lord, Team Emperors might be reaching towards the inhibitor. They do have a chance because Papa Kong has been delivering those tectonic charge on point.
Let's see. For now, it is 7-1 and it's still not good for the side of Team Celestial Titans. They're way behind with the goal lead. And if they will try their best to come back, they need to take out the carry first and then the Zetian. Then only their comeback is possible. And for that, you need to go for the backline hindrance. And it is the Lapu Lapu who is getting deleted down by carry's true damage. So what you will do at this point, you have to mark it out with the Harley's penetration circle. Are you going to dodge him out with the tech charge being picked out by the Grog by that IMU?
Let's see what it's going to be. There's a lot that could happen. And on top of that, the teams are already bottom lane. Harley goes back safely.
Yep, somehow got safely back into the position. But for now, the Lord is here. See Halbert being prioritized by the Granger here. Cheesin is getting chased down at this point. A lot of taunts been coming out here. Baksha went on a little bit high. Fear of the Phoenix for the info. But look at that beautiful escape coming out from the side of Team Emperors here with a follow-up coming in. A lot of damage being dished out. And this time our lot will not get spared. He will just get deleted down as soon as possible. Aviel waiting for the perfect moment to barge in. There is a Papa Kong also being there, doing out the... Oh, nice with that console play. Now he has more chance to go for the retribution. Lord Dance does get reset out at this point.
Oh, with the broken walls, they do have a chance to pull the law towards the pack as much as possible. So Celestial Titans are trying to do the same, but rejected one trying to make use of his passive. What is it going to be? Gary already in position with his retribution ready, while Kyler is struggling a bit. Now this time around, there is a bit of how they are trying to reset the Lord. This is the second time I'm seeing the Lord will be resetted. But AVL onto that Lord has the damage to melt it down. Kyler, will he be on time because he's getting targeted by the Grok? And there you go. It is going to be Gary with the Lord.
Second Lord secured. Tech charge. 3 members knock on. Few of them comes up by AVL. Finds the kill out of control. Kocha. Zetian falls down the way. Cheese then going down. And Lucas Sim as well. Time will get marked as well. 2 for 3 the score is, but the trade has been won by Team Emperors because they got 3 man into their hand with the Lord as well. What a sustain coming out from their side. Even the damage is so high right now. Even the tech charge was so pointful, I'll say. I mean, 3 members knockout. Grab those 3 members as well, and now going for the rush into the mid.
What is it going to be? The mid lane taken down. The Lord's gonna come in. They don't have a holy shield as of now to make sure they are surviving. Valentina this time around would not provide the kind of map control that they were needed right from the game number 1, right from the minute number 1 as well. So this time around, Celestial Title in a very bad position. They did not let Kyler farm up as well. Now, he is getting a bit of a kills left and right, but very late into the game. That means his Skypiece's skills sets won't be there. While Team Empress so high on HP. Do you see how much they could just try? Oh, Kyler gets the purple.
AOG popped up here. 2 man not gone away, but now the tick charge coming in. There is the Fury of the Phoenix for the initiation. Look at the damage. Finds the kill onto Cheese, then no range for Cheese to go back. And now the Holly had years, but damage getting hit onto him is so high for now that Carry is deleting down every members from the side of Team Celestial Titans. They are struggling right now in this game so far.
They are definitely struggling. Look at that. So many turrets coming in. And All Out makes his magic. The final slash. And the rejected one taken down. Aviel with the next on the chopping block. But the stun from this Lapu Lapu is just constantly coming in. So annoying. Bad boy trying to go back towards there. But Kyler, they want to defuse the situation. They also realize that they don't have the tank. That means the taunts, the bit of a heals that was there, it is not up. Now, do you see how Gary just picks up those assists on assists? Like he has not been killed once, he has not been targeted once as well. Now he is making sure that Aviel has the most kills. Aviel has the most gold as well. They are putting, Team Emperors are putting every single farm right there, and it is working out very well. But the only problem is Aviel has to position himself very well, because in the last team fight we did see what happened when he didn't.
Of course, and for now, it is Team Celestial Titans who are struggling so far, but got some kills in that last fight. I mean, onto the Aviel, of course. And that's the reason, like Pichi mentioned, you need to take out Aviel, otherwise the team fights will not be that much easy for now. They're going on to Papa Kong. Papa Kong goes back with the tick charge being used for the defense, and now there's a high damage onto that Lord. Both of them, both of the frontliners just use their ultimate and goes back, but Slash coming in easily here. Might gonna go for the setup. Let's see who will have the retribution before that the Phoenix here. Skylar falls down. Richie on to Gary the Sucker, and he got the Lord once again. It's like before the Lord, they managed to take out the Richie holder. Now the tech charge formation happened. AOG popped up for the defense. A lot of damage being dished out. But look at Aviel. Win of the nature play. Last hit on to Cheese, and he got the kill there. He got the kill there, and he not gonna stop this time. He going to torment every member of Celestial Titans with his true damage. And now look at the sustain coming out from Gary the Sucker. He finds his way back.
without getting casualties onto the hand of Celestial Titan.
My goodness. My goodness. It's just moving so fast. Team Emperors, they are trying to get those victory as quickly as possible. The Lord's coming in. The inhibitor, though, is going to be a bit taken down quite early on because the Lord has to go in. The bang goes in. That was too late, though. Wait a minute. What is it going to be? There's going to be a fight brewing, Ash.
Okay, another fight is brewing here, and there you go. Lord enters. They have a chance to finish it up. They're trying to defend it up and will defend it up as well. But now there is a retaliation coming out from the side of Team Emperors. They know like they don't have minions at this point. The Lapu Lapu is going to chase them down, but not to the very far end because he knows like he might gonna lose out the fight if he go for it. Now the best thing is to defend the base. But the main thing is who will be getting the scaling in the late game? Is it the Granger they're waiting for? I mean, if they would have something else into the goal, they might have contested out in the late phase. But now the Granger doesn't have that much snowballing. Emperor went for the Field of the Phoenix here, trying to take out the infos of the map. But there is the Tortoise potions coming in, and they went back. Don't want to take on any fights at this moment.
Granger is going to be quite hard to get the scale up because he did not receive any gold and did not receive any Sky PSS tags as well. So season he will be struggling, and in comparison to APL, who has just picked up 10 kills already, is just working out so well. It's just already there. But wait a minute, what will Team Celestial Titans do? Because they cannot lose up another. Oh, Papa Gong with the flicker.
Papa Kong with the flicker, but couldn't manage to catch up 3 or 4 people at this point. That's the reason they are not going for the fight here. But look at that, Harlot goes with that final slash onto the Lapu Lapu Field of the Phoenix Seers. They went back with the help of the Blink. And now I feel like if Team Emperor would have went for some pick off here, there would have been more better place. But who needs? You're already in a better place right now. Papa Kong, look at him. Nobody is here to take down that much big croc. And he's a pillar of sustain right now for the set of Emperors. And there is no chance that you're going to see some lane pressure from the side of Team Celestial Titans at this point. They're not giving them the chance to even clear out the lanes properly. If they are clearing it out, if they're going for the lane pressure, they're just going in and clear out that too. So Emperors kind of immaculating that pressure with the turrets, with the tiers, and with the lane, so do in the team fights.
Definitely look at them. What is it going to be? They have the chance to lose up this Lord. It's okay. It's a best of 5, but you do want to try to take it in a very fashion, to try to make it towards a clean sweep. That is, if that is what Celestial Titles are going for, they cannot lose this Lord. Now Gary, on the other hand, along with the AVL, they're trying to melt down the Lord as quickly as possible. But Papa Kong finding Kyler. Look at that.
Beautifully zoning out at this point. Fear of the Phoenix used, but look at the damage popped up. Fear of the Phoenix this time coming out from the side of Team Emperor. Lucas Tim falls down. River Lies popped up. Papa Kong goes down as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and at this moment, will they go for the zoning? I don't feel so. They're not in the vicinity. Can they take the Lord? Let's see what is happening. The victory 50-50. Oh my goodness, it will be Bad Boy Joe Pep getting the Lord into his hand, and now they will retaliate back. Death Sonata coming out by Cheesin. What a start for the side of Team Celestial Titans. They are not giving it up. 22 minutes, 20 seconds of the game, and it's still going on. The Lord has been taken up by Celestial Titans. Bad Boy Joe Pep, the man without the retribution.
My goodness, what just happened? It was a 50-50 chance, but no, the probability hit 0, goes into the hands of Valentina. Now, Gary did try to make sure to be there with the retribution, though. He popped his retribution quite early on. Now, with the bigger Lord, they are trying to sweep up those second tier turrets as quickly as possible, but Ariel being there, they need to target him. There's a bit of a taunt coming in for the Arlet. Arlet as well as the Ariel did pick up a immortality as quickly as possible, trying to get a chance, but Bad Boy Joe Web, though, why did he pick up a carry's ultimate?
Look at Kyler going for the split push onto the board, and there will be the hindrance coming out from the Gary the Sucker as well. Managed to take out the secure that structure too, went back to the safer zone. He does have that lesser cooldown onto the Hanley's hat. But now this is a 22-minute slot emerging out of the inhibitor. All the structure 2 on the top and the bot has been taken out. The scenario is getting changed at this point. The structures are getting delivered for the side of Celestial Titans. They will also have the lane pressure on to Emperors. This is the change I was talking about. One victory miss and the change will just get seen. Oh, not so easy to barge in when the all-out is on the guard.
Let's see what are they going to do, because anything could happen onto both sides. These teams are all ready for a team fight, because the tier 2 turrets are yet to fall down from side of Team Emperors, while Team Celestial Titans are desperately finding that opening. They need that opening. They need to make sure to get another lot as well. 30 seconds left for Emperors to make the move as well, because till how much late game that they could just push around, because it's already pushing towards 25 minutes onto the game. They are letting Aviel to do all the work. They are trying to make sure to give Arlet the space as well, but till how many minutes? Because at one point the game has to end, and on top of that, Celestial Titans are trying to find that opening that they are missing on the Lord here, but Gary is still into the bottom lane.
Yeah, Carry's still on the bottom lane. They're trying to take out the Lord here. They might see the skirmish onto the Lord first. The zoning coming out from Papa Kong here, but it's just a normal zone. I feel like they should go for the lane pressure. They're already taken out on the bot side. Look at it. And this will deflect the side of Team Celestial Titans to go and clear the lane first, because they're also vulnerable to the base get open towards the side of Team Celestial, towards the side of Team Emperors at this moment. But for now, look at the carry, dealing a lot of damage out of the Lord, deleting it out as soon as possible. It's just a matter of retribution, who it will be. If they will have the retreat battle into their side, they will get the Lord here. Lord getting deflected. There is a knock-on coming out, airborne from the Lord, but still the mark is on. AOG popped up, retribution, and there you go. Double, Cheesin falls down. The Lord secured. Kyler goes down with a double onto the rejected one. The hope, the light for the redemption is gone right now, because it will be Team Emperors onto the charge, striking into the crowd, taking on the mark, and the unbeatable tag for Celestial Titan will goes off with this defeat onto their face. It's an equalizer right now, guys. An equalizer, 1-1. The score is, we will be going for the 4th game decider.
Holy moly, what a game. Now, Emperors closing up the cracks that they have from the game number 1. They absolutely made sure to not give anything. I feel like the winner is definitely a bad luck for them, and they should really not go for it, because hey, second game with the Baksha, they won it up so well. So let's wait around and see what it's going to be, because 4 games we are all in, and on top of that, these teams are like going neck to neck. The Lord fight were absolutely fantastic, and on top of that, let's look at the match highlights as of now. These teams, what are they going to do?
Of course, the way they channel out the turtles, every time the macro sequence is so accurate from the side of Team Emperors that they couldn't manage to lose out any turtles or any Lord. It's just that one Lord, and the game got shifted. But then we again saw the spike coming into the hand of Team Emperors onto the Celestial Titans. They grabbed up a double. I mean, even Papa Kong, who got that kill in the early phase because of the network issue, he got a double in the last. And then I'll obviously say that trading out that carry into the side of Emperor was the biggest mistake being done by Celestial Titans. And as you mentioned before, that this BO5 series will not going to be a one-sided one. This is the triple kill, the early start for the side of Emperor. They started it with the statement of triple kill by that carry. So obviously now you're going to see carry respect or maybe carry pick from the side of Team Celestial Titan. They're not going to leave out that carry. Going for the Granger against the carry is a good choice. In the early phase, you'll obviously have a proper 1v1 matchup in which you will have upper hand because of your range. But at the same time, when the late game will approach, if you don't have the snowball with the Granger, you will fall immediately as well. And in the end, till the end, we couldn't see the Cheesin doing enough good with that Granger's damage. And that's the reason they fall out again and again in each and every turtle fights, each and every neutral objective fights as well.
That's true. Season though, he did struggle a bit in his own lanes while we did not see any gangs coming up to the top as quickly as possible. Well, look at that. Aviel is just melting down. That's going to be a bit of a crazy gameplay that we were looking today. So on top of that, look at that. The damage was just a lot. Both the sides, they just made sure there were a chance that they took down Aviel. They were winning. Empress did have it at the very last moment, but they let the crack widen up.
What can I say? We will. I mean, this is a kind of thing like MVP for the carry. Now it's totally into the mark. Aviel with that carry was the main X factor for Emperors to get on the match. Celestial Titans literally tricked up in the draft by the side of Team Emperor, and that's the reason they lose it out. Even the execution part as well. Look at the sustain they have, the Bakshia, the Arlot, the Krog. I told you from the very beginning, you don't have a true damage. You need a true damage right now. You went for the Granger. Could have went for the Nathan. Then maybe the late game would have been into your hand, but it's fine. You went for the Granger and it couldn't shine as well, but it's just the second game. We are yet to go for more 3 games, or maybe you can finish it up with the 4th game by taking on this and the next game. So let's hope for it. But for now, we'll be taking a 4 to 5 minutes break and coming back stronger for the 3rd game. Let's see who will have the match point in the 4th one. Because for now, the score is equalized by both these sides. It's 1-1. Emperor with 1 win. Team Celestial Titans with 1 win. So please stay tuned with us. Don't go anywhere. Open up your chips packets. Stay hydrated. We'll be coming back soon after the break.
Will drown in the tide of oblivion.
ナルトが帰ってきたぞ。
飛来神の術。
俺ってば父ちゃんを越す火影になる。
愚かなる弟。子供騙しか。アマテラス。
行くぜ。これが俺たちの力だってばよ。
忍びにとって何より大切なのはチームワークだよ。どこまで行っても子供を信じてるのが親ってもんだからね。
On the battlefield, a new hero moves with graceful and enigmatic coordination. We know him as the photographer, Marcel, alongside his camera, Clemar. But perhaps the word alongside is misleading. There is no distinction between who is leading whom. If we must define their relationship, they are like two voices of the same person. One, but not one. They answer one another. They move in pursuit of each other. Together, they form a feud called the Self. How did such a unique soul come to be? It began with a split and one decisive act of seeing. Some experiences are over in an instant, but their pain lasts a lifetime. In the moment he was abandoned, the weight became more than what young Marcel could bear. His soul chose an extreme form of self-preservation. It split into two. The part carrying pain, confusion, and raw emotion was later anchored to the camera by...
Well, hello everybody. We're back into the banger Scrims powered by Algambo Esports, mobile 5v5 competitive scene. You're right now watching the grand finale, BO5 series. Already 2 games over. It is an equalizer right now, 1-1. Yep, Emperor got a win in the last game, and the early game start with the win for Celestial Titans. The carry does immaculated a lot of damage onto the side of team Celestial Titans. Not only that, the setups from the Grok Papa Kong was totally pressurized, keeping on pressurized to the side of team Celestial Titans. And today we are right now entering into the third game, Pitchy. So whoever win this game will absolutely gonna play the fourth match as a match point. So do you think like Emperor now back into the track? They're like, yes, the first match goes the way it was, but now we are kind of energized. We know that we can win the game. We are back to the team.
I feel like the confidence will be boosted from the side of Team Emperors as of now, so I would want to see how they will be trying to come back. Now, with a carry composition, they did make sure to put a tanky hero, a tanky jungler, and that worked out very well for them. Like, onto the early game, they capitalized it very well. Mid game, it was there onto their hands, and onto the late game as well, they did manage to get a bit of a cracks, but they closed it as quickly as possible. So, Celestial Titans, what will be your answer? Will you guys be going for a respect bans or pick up carry yourself and show Emperors that you are also capable of winning with that kind of a hero?
Yeah, they can try that thing as well. But for now, the respected bans are coming in here. Baksha will be taken out from the side of Team Celestial Titans. You can see the Sora will be taken out as well from Emperors. And I believe this time they will never let that Jushin out in the second pick, as a second pick. Because last time they left it out and Bad Boy Chopip literally played it around them. But I believe Bad Boy Chopip should not go for the Valentina. He should go for something into the attack, like a Kimmy, like a Lunox kind of thing.
Yes.
But I don't like him playing those Valentina kind of thing. For now, they banned the Valentina here. They want to ban the Jushin and the Grok as well. First pick, is it a carry or an Ishin Shin? A Freya was open, sorry. They're going for a Freya. And you know, the fun fact is, Lucas Tame can go for the Freya EXP.
I agree. Freya, one of the heroes, even though she is nerfed in the last patch, yet the teams are picking it up, yet the teams are making play with this. So that's going to be a bit of an interesting gameplay to see. And on top of that, the teams will have to see, especially for Team Emperor, what will they be picking against a Freya. They'll have to check to see how they will be trying to manage it up, because Freya, there's only two kind of a gameplays that use the Zetian or even a Garukacha to make sure the Zetian clears up the lane as quickly as possible, because against a Kimi, you have to make sure, but hey, you were talking about the Harley, and the Harley does get banned. What are we expecting next? The Lapu Lapu?
Yeah, maybe the Lapu Lapu, or maybe not the Lapu Lapu, because if they are kind of banning the Harley, then that's mean they know that Lucas team is going for the Alice. So that maybe that they will not ban that Lapu for their side, but from this side, Celestial Titans, they might gonna ban that Lapu. They already banned the Dragon. They want this Alice to play safe. They maybe force them out to go for the Phobius as well. For now, it will be the Phobius getting banned here. Not the Lapu, but the Phobius. And let's see what will be the last ban from the setup team Celestial Titan. Before that, Emperors. Another jungle ban. Leo mode. What do you think?
What is it going to be? Leo mod is much needed. Yep, there you go. Leo mod will be there. Now onto the jungle though. The team Emperors will have to think about if the Alice is going to be a flex or not. But other than that, the cutout cards are taken out. I did wanted to see Celestial Titles picking it up, but since the last ban was there, that means Emperors will be picking up their next hero, and that could have been a cutout card. So they don't want to give it out, so hence the ban is already there. But at the same time, you do want something. Is it going to be a Khalid in the place of Rome, or is it going to be something else? Because the Grok is banned. The Kalea also serves as another good hero. I do feel like Kalea might be coming up.
Maybe a chance that they will force out that Kalea pick off for their side, or maybe the and you do have a chance to clear out the mid lane minions easily. So do we have a chance to go for those setups with the Raising Sandstorm. So Khalid with the Zetian combo do work, but at the same time, you need some sustain onto your way. But now that's the high loss being taken out here. Not the Gatot Kasha, it was the high loss. Gatot Kasha got picked out by Grey Sucker. Not Grey Sucker. Grey Sucker is on that Suyu. So it's more like Papa Kong going for that Gatot Kasha here. They got the setup. But for now, you're going to see the invasive potential with the Lancelot entering into the grand finale stage against a Suyu. Zing, zing, zing will be there. But at the same time, is it an early Gatot pick? Could have gone for the Kaja? What do you think?
Kaja, I feel like Kaja, though, they don't have a bit of a burst potential. I feel like Kaja works so well against burst heroes, so that is there. But other than that, the Gatot Kaja, I was talking about how Team Celestial Titans have the last ban, so the Gatot Kaja might be going, and that just happened. It was a bit of a bug coming in, so don't worry, guys, it has been fixed. Looks like Team Emperors did went up for the Gatot Kacha. Now, interesting to see though, there is going to be a Lancelot. Now, I am curious to see how this Lancelot going to perform. One, the meta doesn't favor this hero. Two, it's going to be a bit iffy because there's tanky heroes, and how much can you tank? How much can you target? How much can you target the Kimi, the Suyu, and that's all you can do.
Lapu Lapu, as you mentioned before, will be there from the side of Team Emperors here against this Alice. This will be a double fighter matchup versus a proper magic comp matchup from the side of Team Emperors as well. They also went for the double fighter. This side, that side, same. But for now, Esmeralda is going to the goal or the Lapu Lapu. Let's see. For now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Land of Dawn for the game number 3, proceeding towards the grand finale in this BO5 series against Team Emperors versus Team Celestial Titans at the 32 Elite Scream of Algambo Esports. You're right now watching a game which is going to decide the match point in the next. So let it be Emperors or let it be Celestial Titans, both of them starting up their aggro.
Let's see, what is it going to be? Both the teams might be ready. Both the teams might be already their first blood. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys can make your prediction. Who is going to be the first blood? Really curious to know. And on top of that, the rejected one already on a patrol. Look at him. Now, he's just going to make sure that the teams will be moving in quite quickly because she's in low. Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, let's see what will be happening here. The way it is started, now it is a rebellion from the side of Team Celestial Titans. They went on for that invasive shot, but couldn't mark out any casualties for now. But look at that, Lapu Lapu is not having a great day against this Alice.
Oh, as an Alice, though, the spell would be really crazy coming in. So you would be have to making space for yourself, trying to make sure to not be in front of her. But first blood, really curious to know who just picks it up because there is quite a chance that any side could do that. Cheese, and on to the other hand, did make a very risky move, but still comes out alive.
Yeah, comes out of alive, but for it now, Emperors, will they do something here? It's less like the start is not so well for them, but look at the burst coming out here. Evil Quiller into the way, gonna pierce out that Khalid's health here. And before the zone coming out, there is a better chance for the set of Emperors to take down this turtle. But before that, the Soul Saver being used, first blood secured onto the Khalid here. The rejected one will get rejected this time in the early phase. And this will be giving out a free turtle. Throw of the ruin. Bloodouts comes to the way. Turtle for Kyler. Retribution. Bad execution comes to the way. He managed to go back with a slash. Can he go for the puncher? Oh my goodness. A lot of things happening here. The skirmish happened. But it will not. It just get a 1 kill for them.
Made it 1-for-1. Look at the ZT members just trying to get the orange off. The orange box. Who is going to struggle a bit? Wait a minute. Kyler looking quite low. He's getting targeted. Goes down into the hands of Gary. Now you're talking about how there's a taunt onto the rejected one as well. They are fighting in the Emperor's battlefield. That means they will be taking too much damage because it's not even 5 minutes of the game, and making these kind of mistakes will cost Celestial Titans a lot because Emperors, once they get killed, they just jump around, take it one by one.
Take it one by one. Emperors once again back into the scene. Managed to take down 2 kills here. And now it's a 3-4-1 score coming out from the side of Team Emperors. There is a little bit of poke coming in onto that Esmeralda. He goes back into the safer zone, but still absorbing going on here. He's trying his best though, but at this point, it's more like the Lancelot. He needs the farm. He got a macro though with the retribution, but at the same time, they lost out 2 people as well. So it's like macro being concentrated from the side of Team Emperors, whereas the Celestial Titans are high with the macro.
That's true. 3 kills already in there into the hands of Team Emperors. They are trying to move in as quickly as possible now with the neutral objectives coming up as soon as possible. It's gonna be a little there into the hands of Suyu most likely, but he has to go back. He has to go farm up before the turtle comes in. He has to make sure to get a sweep onto his turrets, but bottom lane, AVL, I feel like he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a trouble right now, but let's see if this trouble goes in and in for him or not. But now the first turtle has been selected down by the Team Celestial Titan. It's the time for the second turtle. There's a zone coming in. Look at the burst from the Zetian. Gonna get that info with the Phoenix, but before that, there's a follow-up coming in with that beautiful skirmish. It's this time Crazy Sucker with the retribution. Secured the turtle, going for the skirmish, finds a killing spree on to the rejected one, falls down immediately. Evil goes down as 2 right now in the mark. They might gonna go for the 3, but beautiful escape, beautiful retaliation being done by the side of Emperors. Don't want to go for those skirmishes to lose out the gold into the hand of Celestial Titan. Still high with 1 kill in the micro section, but equalize the macro section for them.
Definitely look at them. Celestial is also picking up where they have left. They're also trying to make sure to get their hands dirty, but at the same time, look at the itemization. Kimmy with already the Sky PSL rejected one looking quite low.
Okay, the things are not going great for the side of Team Emperors at this point, but at the same time, they're about to taking the fights and getting the kills here, but need to go back safely as well. At this moment, it's like a little bit of chunky damage from that Alice might be the thing which will change the game for Celestial Titans as well. Movement coming out from the top, from the bot. It's more like they wants to go for the gank or the bot, but not sure about it. They just follow up into the mid as well.
What are they going to do? It's going to be a little dicey though. Look at that.
Obviously, the skirmish is happening at this moment. The burst coming in. There is the throw into the mid side.
The AOG popped up, and look at the Soul Saber being used at this moment. Oh my goodness, Khalid, Papa Kong falls down with the Desert Tornado coming in as well. And now it's a Slain onto the Gary the Sucker. In the meantime, the Stopper Moon comes to the way, but he's not going to find any casualties at this point. Look at the burst from the Zetian. In the meantime, we're going to see that comeback, a possible comeback being shown by Celestial Titans. It's just like a roller coaster ride. Now you saw it is Celestial Titans, then you'll see like Emperors will come their way. But for this turtle, it's an uncontested one for the setup team Celestial Titans. Nobody's there in the vicinity to try it on.
Definitely. Let's see what are they up to as of now. So use purple buff a bit in jeopardy as of now. Well, like, it's looking like a little lighter, but at the same time, Celestial Titans are much more interested in trying to go towards their own jungle, or towards their enemy's jungle, trying to make sure to get that advantage on. Because once Suyu, as you guys already know, if Suyu does get the snowball, it's gonna be a bit iffy. But now all the turtles are over. This means the teams will have to get ready for the Lord, and that is the main course of this match. So Ash, what is it going to be? Cheesin, he is in trouble.
Cheesin is in trouble, but for now it's a 2v1 situation coming in. So Cheesin might take out Aviel. Aviel goes down there in the backside, getting the follow-up. Soul Saver coming the way. No. Just cancel it out. We don't want to go for the skirmish, like it's not a good choice to do so. We're losing out the fights because of the chunkiest amount of damage being given by Celestial Titans. That's the reason they're retaliating back. They might gonna go for the fight into the macro section when the neutral objective will appear in the Land of Dawn. But before that, they're not gonna take unnecessary fights here. That's a good decision as well. But for now, structures getting destroyed from the side of team Celestial Titans. Grabbed up the mid-tier 1 and now onto the top tier 1 as well. This is giving them a massive amount of lane expansion.
Okay, Bravest Fighter onto Kyler a bit. Now the teams are moving in fast. They'll have to think about in 20 seconds because the Lord's gonna come in, but they want to fight.
Okay, they're going for the skirmish though. Oh, no. It's Quilla. He managed to go. Send in 4-member cut of the way. Kimmy falls down. Slain on to Gary the Sucker. It might be a triple for Cheesin with the Valkyrie's Wrath. This Freya is cooking right now. Is Cheesin on to the cooking. And he will be taking care of the second tier as well. Sofa Moon. Aviel goes for the skirmish. There is the British fighter coming in the way as well. But look at the sustain being maintained by the Alice. Look at him here. Last one also. The first game also he took that Alice. This game also he's taking that Alice. And the setup he's providing, Pitchy. Remarkable. Impeccably good.
Definitely look at him. He's able to pick up a triple kill. On top of that, Team Celestial Titans with the Lord. Now the Lord's gonna come in as quickly as possible. But onto that, before that, there's gonna be a fight. Aviel, he's trying to make sure that the turret survives.
Yep, the structure 2 falling down here once again, and now they're going for the gank onto that Esmeralda from the ruin, raising Sandstorm 3 craft controlling ultimates onto a single member. That was like bullying Aviel onto the top side, and let's 1v1 going in here. Can he go for the puncture? Throne Rose comes to the wave, managed to secure the kill onto the Gary the Sucker. And now they might gonna finish the game, but the Holy Shield is still appeared in the Land of Dawn, so there might be a chance that they're gonna defend the Lord out with this Holy Shield. They know that thing. They're recalling right now. The Holy Shield will be taking down this Lord. Defense happen here, trying to take down the Lord, and will be succeeded onto it as well. You need another Lord Pitchy for taking down Team Emperors at this moment.
That is true. With the first Lord, you try to expect to go towards the inhibitor and take it down, but that did not happen. But it's okay. It's just the first Lord, a bit smaller than the second, but at the same moment, Suyu though trying to do some damage. He's just trying to make sure his team will be having that advantage, but no, rejected one quite low. Cheesin, they will have to worry about Cheesin because look at him.
Okay, this time Cheesin, he goes in once again with a back. Look at the amount of damage he's providing. The Holy Shield comes to the way. Esmeralda falls down. Killing spree or the Lapu. 2 up there. Pillar. 2 up there. Side laners will get taken out. It's just the Katot Kacha right now. There is a Soul Saver being used. Throne Rose beautifully immunized and goes back into the safer zone. Another wave's coming in. The man gonna strike onto the tier right now. Trying to take out those minion waves. But look at that beautiful escape coming out from the side of team Celestial Titans. Goal laner, Puncture goes in there. Throne Rose comes the way. Phantom Execution got used. Managed to take out the tier 1 onto the bot. Making clear that the Nemesis is open for them. Mega kill onto Gary the Sucker. He falls down there. And now it's time for them to go on to the mid tier 1 as well. They're locking down the mid tier 1. Nemesis is open from two sides. Thrown the ruin. 2 members got to the wing. Slain happen on the Kimmy. There is a slain happen right now onto the Gatod Kacha as well. Unstoppable. All the minion waves are channeled into the base. They're trying to defend it. So throw the ruin comes to the way. Oh my goodness. Skylar falls down in the meantime. There is Absorb comes. So it's the start for mode. They managed to clear out all the minions. But still the waves coming in the mid. Will it be Aviel able to defend it? Or Gary Sucker is back as well. So can he defend it? Oh no. It's a retaliation happening from the side of Team Celestial Titans.
What are they going to do? Because they did open up the mid inhibitor, so that is also a plus point into the hands of Team Celestial Titans. But this man needs to be stopped. Look at him. He is already on 509. That score really screams a lot good. And on top of that, he's trying to go in. That's almost the AOG falling onto him. He's gonna try to get stunned, but Kimmy though.
Kimmy surviving, but not so long. Kill 1v4. There is the follow-up coming in, but he will be fine. He goes back into the safer zone. He's channeling up waves of minions into the base. Can he finish it up? Locking down the base at this moment. They need to clear the minions. Their fight is going on. It is Aviel falling down. The throne of the ruin coming in. There is the kill on the Papa Kong as well. It's just the 2 members, and now the minions marching into the base. They need to clear it down. They're locking down the base from the behind as well. They're stalling the minions waves. But now, look at the damage. Amount of damage being given by the British fighter. It will be taking out rejected one. Blooded use. Managed to dodge out that slash, but now the Lord will be taken out easily, uncontestedly from the side of Team Celestial Titans.
A little overextension coming in from the Celestial Titan, but it is okay. They still will be having the advantage of Lord onto him. But wait a minute, Bad Boy Joseph will be the first one right there to take it before the team could go in easily. But my goodness, the amount of damage this Freya has is just impeccable. It's just going in so well. What are they going to do? Because they don't have like hard counter for the Freya as of now, and on top of that they are really struggling to get the Freya very far away.
Let's see. For now, it is Emperors who are getting struggled, who are getting a lot of taunts from the side of Team Celestial Titans. 19-7 the score is. There is a huge goal lead already been set for 10k almost. Lord emerging into the base. They couldn't manage to deflect it so, but now there's a chance that they might go for the setup here. The minions are totally striking onto the base as well. A beautiful synchronization has been done. Let's see if they can finish it up or not. The crown is totally open. Phantom Execution coming to the way. There is the Pit of the Field with the Swarm of the Rain. 4 members caught to the way. There is a kill onto the Lapu. Oh my goodness, look at the damage coming out of the Kimmy. Can he survive? Aviel finds a kill onto the rejected one, but double kill secured onto Aviel. Triple onto Papa Kong. Maniac onto Gary Sucker before he can go for the Savage. The team will finish the job here. The crown will be pop up, and it will be Team Celestial Titans for the match point in the next game. What a comeback by Celestial Titans. What a dominating win. What an annihilating win. What a way to secure the win with a Maniac. All hell to the King of Jungle for Celestial Titans. That is the Lancelot there with a Maniac.
Let's go. My goodness, they did make our last lot work, and that is really crazy. Execution part, Team Celestial Titans really made it there, because they also made sure to not give Emperors that match point. And in the same note, let's look at the match highlights. Onto the back lane, Season was already there, but killing spree. Look at that shutdown that I was talking about. Every single moment, even though like the Season did have 1 or 2 items. And Ash, I feel like there's going to be a pattern, because you do respect bans, you do take out the meta, it gets a bit of easier, but if you let the meta heroes open up, your team falls down very easily.
Of course, this was the win for the side of Team Celestial Titans. What a dominating start, I'll say, and in the end also they really managed to do so. And now I believe Yeah. So Team Emperors, whenever they're going into the red side, there's something forgetting out. Like the Jushin, and this time the Freya, and that thing is literally recoiling back onto them. That's what happening in the last two games. Even though you give the MVP to the Lancelot, but I believe the true MVP here is Cheesin with that Freya. Look at the massive amount of crowd control and damage he was providing throughout each and every fight. But because of him, every fight was going oh so easy for the side of Team Emperor. So for the time side of Team Celestial Titans, that they don't have to do much work. That's the reason they won this game. And there you go. You got the MVP, man. He's in with the MVP. 74% team fight participation with a 7-0-10 KDA. First one, it was Bad Boy Chope, but this one goes to Cheesin with the Freya. 10,897 gold, 22% damage taken. This guy was so great. Look at the build. All builds are kind of attack speed. He got the Demon Hunter Sword. He got the Scars and Sky. There is a Sea Halberd to take down that Esmeralda and Lapu Lapu. I mean, situational wise build has been created by none other than Cheesin. So obviously the win goes to the side of Celestial Titans, making them the way for a match point in the fourth game.
And my goodness, do you see like Cheesan could take down Aiko in just few shots? Like I could like literally count it with one of my fingers, and they were just trying to make sure to get that damage. And top of that, Cheesan zero deaths onto him. Bad boy Joseph, he's zero deaths onto him. That is definitely crazy coming in from both those members. Now I really love how the team played it out, but at the same moment, Team Emperors, they have realized what they were lacking, and I feel like next game they might be working towards that, because second game we did see the same. Maybe if there's a pattern, fourth game they could do the same, but other than that, Team Celestial titles on match point. That means if they win this match, they are going in easily, being the first place.
Obviously, and they will get that 4,500 rupees out of 8,000. The prize pool is 8,000. Champion will get 4,500 rupees. The runner-up will get 2,500 rupees, and the third place holder that is already selected, it is Ryzenex, who are getting 1,000 rupees. And not only this, but I got an info which will help you all. You will also know that thing. The Algambo Esports are planning to go for their 64 Elite Scream as their next event. And this is me, the caster, as well as Pichi, giving you the info. If you want to know more information about it, then you have to follow our social handles like Instagram, Discord. It is given there. The link is shared in the chat. So join our Discord, follow us in our Instagram handle, and do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you will be getting all those information about the next events from Algambo Esports as fast as it is. And not only this, but you can also register with your own team. So what's your wait for? Find your team in the Mobile 5v5 community scene and come here to barge in this Elite Scream scene, and let's get featured in Algambo Esports Elite Screams matches.
Yes, sir. Let's see. The dates and everything, timings will be provided in the upcoming days. So do make sure to join the Discord as well as the other links that are provided onto the description box. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for the finale? Because it is going to be Celestial Titles trying to take down Emperors, because they are on a match point. That means one more game, they pick up the first place. And will Emperors will be getting the throne or not? Really crazy, curious to know. And with that, Ash, are we ready for this one crazy gameplay?
Of course, we're going to start the fourth game, which will be between Team Celestial. First, sorry for the technical glitch I was having. But for now, we are back into the scene, guys, and this is the fourth game we're talking about. Emperors is right now behind a point. They are in a deficit. It's a lead from the side of Team Celestial Titans. 2-4-1 the score is at this moment. If Team Celestial Titans winning this game, then they are champions of the 32 Elite Scream. And if Team Emperors try to take on this game, then they will be they will take the game forward to the fifth game decider, which everybody in the chat's waiting for. But for now, That'll be the respect of the Sora and the Freya as well. Into the red side, we're going to see the Tushin and the Grog getting banned, and maybe the Bakshia will join them as well. But the carry is still open this time. Do you think a carry pick is coming out from Emperors? Because last time, the carry was the match decider for them, in which they managed to pull the game into a fourth game decider, Pichi.
Definitely. I feel like that hero will be banned. You do see the respect ban on the Sora very well because one, you don't want that hero to be open. Two, why would you keep a Sora open? Because there's quite a bit of a counters that could work down very well in your favor. So I feel like that's going to be a bit of a gameplay that they want to avoid. And right from the game number one, we are seeing those kind of bans. Other than that, Alice out of the way. What about the carry, man? Oh, the carry will be finally targeted. There you go.
Of course, the carry will be targeted out here, not the Bakshia, but now Alice will be taken off as well. Lucas' team not going to get his Alice back in this fourth game. It's not a thing, like if Ray would have been here, could have been telling me like, I don't see a Alice ban every time. But this is the thing, Lucas' team is playing so well with that Alice that you need to fear it off and you need to ban it as well. That's why they banned it onto the strain. But for now, what will be Emperors going in now? They have a lot of options for them. It's a chance for them to go for that first pick Ishinshin as well, but no, they will go for the Bakshia again. But this time, I don't feel like Team Celestial Titans will do the same mistake they did in the last game. I mean, in the second game. Like, don't go for the burst and keeping all those like late game kind of heroes, which not going to work onto the tankiest ones. This time they will have something in the burst. Maybe the Kimi coming in for their side. Jopip might gonna go for the Kimi high loss combo, or rejected one with the high loss Kimi onto the Jopip, or maybe they will go for a Lunox and something else into their way. But it will be the Ishin Shin first pick.
Let's see. Now I am curious to see how they will be trying to capitalize the Bakshia though. Emperor, they went it for a Bakshia pick. That is also another good pick. But onto the last game, they did capitalize it with a carry. Carry is banned. What is it going to be? A Moscow? Or is it going to be a Brody? Is it going to be a Claude? Or is it going to be the... what else I'm missing? I'm missing something. The Granger. Granger works very well, but there is a but for that, because second game season you've seen Granger play it out and he did not win it. He did not get any farm. So are we going to see the same similar kind of a gameplay, or what is it going to be? There you go. The picks are coming in. YSS right there. Along with the YSS, I do look at the C10 as well. Global Ultimates popping in. What about the Gadot Kacha?
Yep, the Gadot Kacha might be the option for the setup first here, but no, they're going with the Dragon first. It is like a high loss Ishin Shin. If the Kimi comes in as well, you'll get the hindrance from the Dragon. The Dragon pick is so accurate here that it will be getting that hindrance onto that Ishin Shin as well as the pick they're about to go for. This is a very nice pick coming out from the setup team, Celestial, not Celestial Titans, but Emperors. But for now, into the ban list, Pichi, what we will be going to see, because the second banning phase will be starting soon. But what is this? How can you go for it when the Dragon is in front of you?
That is really, really iffy. That is really, really a bit, problematic. Given the fact that Yuzhong does have the chance to jump onto you as quickly as possible. Tank the turret damage, tank the damage that your team is given. But Celestial Titans, is that a flex YSS? What is it going to be? Really curious to know if they are trying to put a YSS onto the gold or the jungle. Into the second phase, we will be getting to know. But other than that, it is a Claude that I am looking at getting banned. Now, I feel like the bit of a marksman will be getting banned because YSS, if it's the gold, needs to have an easier time.
Of course, and now look at it, like for the banning section, you that Claude is getting banned. They want to play that Ishin Shin in a better position. Ollie will be taken out as well from the setup team. Emperors might be going to go for the ban on the Moscow as well. Or maybe they're going to ban the Harith. That's also a needed ban. But at this point, we're not even sure that this Ishin Shin is going into the gold or into the jungle. So it's like a flex for the setup team Celestial Titans. But so far, I know Cheezen, that guy loves to play the Ishinshin. So that may be a Ishinshin goal for the setup team Celestial Titans, but this is a match point game. They can actually make a bait set out of it, but at the same time, Joe chance for the Kimi. I don't know why he went for the Eve here, but the Kimi was a better choice because there was a Bakshia. If you would have gone with the Lunox as well, but no, they literally stick towards this Eve this time, and Khalid will be the next banning option coming out from the Celestial Titans, letting out that this Bakshia is not the Rome Bakshia jungle.
Yep, the slows are not bad coming in from Eve though. Like I feel like this Eve's gonna get a bit of a good chance with the movement speed, with the skills as well. But talking about the bans, Emperor goes in with the Lancelot. They are getting a risking ban onto the Lancelot as well as the Harley. Despite Harley not being able to perform right here, they are still taking that chance. So that is a bit crazy to see. So I am really, really curious to know what is it going to be because hey, you do have the Guinevere coming up, and that's going to be a crazy hero because spatial migration, time by time, it was just a lot into the game number 1. But this time, it's not into the hands of Team Emperors, it's Celestial Titans. So really curious about their gameplay.
Okay, let's see, guys. Lancelot taken out at point. Moscow, I told you, might be a chance they want to Moscow out, but they left that Moscow out there. So Moscow comes in the way for Emperors, and that's a raunchy pick coming out. A first entry for the Badang in the grand finale. First time from the setup team Emperors. They went for this setup, and from this side, you're going to see the Gwynny in the jungle. And what will be the last pick? Is it something better in the EXP against that dragon? You need something to make that dragon humble. Maybe the Lapu Lapu from Lucas Tim, but Lapu Lapu did not work in the second game. So is the Lapu Lapu is like a curse right now? Because whoever team taking the Lapu Lapu are losing out.
That's true. That's true. And if they don't opt for that kind of a hero, what are they going to go? Because there is a bit of a chance as well. But oh, Ash, we got that Lapu Lapu once again. Celestial title, giving that into the hands of Luke. Now, really curious now how they will be working out because it's Emperors this time around do have a solid chance with the damage. Overall damage right from the early game, while Celestial Titans will be struggling a bit during the early game. And it's just only the Eve so far I can see that could deal those kind of a continuous damage, trying to match it up with Emperors because only Eve is there is going to be really problems. So this is the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready to see if Celestial Titans wins it out and takes the first play, or is it going to be Team Emperors giving it all their might, trying to go to the game number 5?
Yeah, let's see what will be happening at this point. Celestial Titans versus Team Emperors is getting packed up, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, line up down for the game number 4. The pack-up action is more thrilled right now because it is the grand finale and match point for Celestial Titans, whereas Emperor is going to play a do or die.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Teams are all ready, and on top of that, really curious to see what we would be expecting now. It is going to be a full-on match because Celestial Titans, they know they can do it, and on top of that, Emperors, they also know that they could do it as well. Who's going to be the first blood? Really curious to know from you, audience, because yes, I am there into the chat section looking at your predictions as well.
Let's see. Celestial Titans flicker fogged up. There you go. He goes back into the safer zone. He's about to get at the first blood for the setup Emperors. It's just like the second game's recap at this moment. Celestial Titans, can they do it? Can they manage to make the way onto the victory? Or we're going to see the late game, 5th game decider. His Emperors are not so, hectic to give it up as easy as possible. But for now, it's a defensive start from both these sides. And even the Guinevere is kind of a losing factor for both these sides. So whoever getting the Guinevere and the Lapu Lapu are losing. And this time, 2 of the heroes are into the hand of Celestial Titans. So not so sure that what's going to happen.
Let's see. Let's see. Now I am again, really curious to see though. And on top of that, no first blood coming in. There's a bit of a rotation coming in from the high low, so that is looking quite good. But AVL already low. He makes a move. He makes a move, but he knows he has to get the minion just right there.
Yep, and the turtle is on for both the sides. Let's see who will have turtle for that. GG rotation being done by the side of Team Titans here. Look at the way they're positioning themselves in the bush. They might gonna go for the contest before that. You're gonna see the turtle dance being done by the Baksha here. Lapu Lapu goes into the British fighters, charges out there. The fish crack coming the way. There's a black dragon for the zone. Turtle's potions used as well. Revitalizing popping over there. Hyla's going for the taunt. There is a double petrify combo coming in. Fury of the Phoenix and first blood secured by none other than the dragon. He managed to take out the Richie holder, but in the meantime, Papa Kong falls down. The RWM giving out a lot of damage. Will be taking out the Yuzong as well. But the turtle eventually goes into the hand of Saka.
Let's go, Emperors. They want to make sure to get that early game into their hands. But this time around, Cheelan is on the YSS. It's on a hero that the meta really favors, and on top of that, his scaling really works out very well. You will be seeing him dealing a bit of a damage during the mid game, but it is purely onto the late game how he will be having that max advantage. So I'm curious to see. Okay, bottom lane, it's a normal 5v5. Both the teams are looking for the bravest fighter going in.
Oh, might gonna take out the dragon as well. Look at him 1v1 against the dragon. Picks up his skill and goes back. Memphis can't do anything at this point. It's a 3-1 score. Celestial Titans in a lead. They started it the way they always start. A dominative start for them, but they lose out the turtle, Pitchy.
Oh, I don't like that losing of the turtle though, because one, your team really needs a lot of damage. Two, your team needs items as well. AVL does get slowed down by the glorious pathway, but wait a minute, Papa Kong take it out. Too much damage. Now he knows he can survive it out. He does have his skills right there, but looks them though once again the bottom lane. But Gary comes in for this save.
I mean, this is the bravest fighter for the defense, and now the Yuzong is waiting for the proper setup onto that Lapu Lapu, because Lucas team is playing so well with this Lapu this time. He's not even going back. He's just striking forward. Even into the turtle, he started the fight there. He is the initiator at that point, creating the opening for the side of Team Celestial Titans at this moment. But let's see, the first coming out from the Eve here. They're waiting for the second turtle to come up. The zone is totally fine, but for now, let's see how this 2 EXP lane are going to channel out the turtle fight. But before that, a little bit of scum has been going on. They're going up to full on to the dragon. He needs to use his black dragon for the defense. 4-member goes on to him without giving any resources other than that holy glorious pathway, and he managed to take out the resources there from the dragon. But the cross map play was totally beautiful there. Losing out the turtle, getting a kill onto Cheezen.
Definitely, the Celestial Titans make it a 3. Papa Kong still onto the top lanes, making sure they put everything on AVL. Game number 2, they won it out just because of AVL, how he managed to play. But game number 4, what is it going to be? Is it going to be the same blessing moving forward towards AVL? Because, hey, Team Emperors are opening up the maps, and that is really looking good. So, Celestial Titans, what is it going to be? What will you answer with? Because you guys also have to open up the map, and that is going to be helping you to win the match. Now Zetian, and a wonderful hero for the map control against a Eve, but Eve is no less as well, so it's a 50-50. So okay, bottom lane, there you go.
Okay, there's a little bit of action been going at the bottom lane there. On the top lane there, and the same cross map play was being done to the Lapu Lapu, but Cheezen always know what to get in the fights. He will be taking down that tier. It's now same. It's now equalized there. Top tier has been slain down from both the sides. Moscow give a rotation on the bot here, but not a good idea. When a Lapu Lapu is playing on the bot, you should not come to the way. There is a rotation coming out as well. It's more like a lane change for both the sides.
Definitely. So I'm really curious to see how they will be trying to come up with the opening. But okay, looking at the itemizations as of now, looks like Kyler already picks up the concentrated energy. Now he is going to deal a bit of a damage. Oh, Kyler is waiting for the jump. But the Papa Kong for the rescue, he is there. He's just making sure Avil will be having an easier time this time around. Bakcha is a very self-sufficient jungler. He doesn't need help from his jungler because he is tank himself. So, and picking up something like a Badang really works out very well. But Team Celestial Tactical as well as Team Empress will have to get ready for the turtle. And this turtle is going to be a bit of a surprising because the team picks it up. Will be having a much of a bottom lane taken down, top lane as well.
Not only one, but onto the turtle. The Padang falls down as well. This is the double play coming out from the side of Team Celestial Titans. They find 2 kills in a way, Pichi.
They do. But Glorious Father coming in. Zaytian with the flicker. Mid lane will be taken down. Celestial Titans also making sure to open up the map as quickly as possible because Cheezen is doing the same. Oh.
Okay, there is a little bit of skirmish coming in as kill on Winnie falls down there. Fist crack is being done, but beautiful escape coming in. Yishan Shin with the immune total potion used at this point. Oh my goodness, look at the dragon. Inch of health would have been taken out easily, but somehow managed to go back. But now the Bakshia is getting trolled here. The Mount Chakra release. Look at the damage coming out by Cheezen. Managed to secure the kill onto the Zaytian. Not only that, Saka falls down there. Tier 2 in danger. Look at the Glorious Pathway coming in. There is a slowdown happening. Dragon comes up. Went for the third skill. Went for the dive. Finds a kill onto that. High loss. Rejected one. Falls down. Couldn't manage to take down the tier though. But managed to give some trades for his team. 7-4 the score is. Go lead at a 4.
Let's go. Celestial Titans also making sure to get their game onto their hands as quickly as possible because, hey, you extend it up. It's going to be the Moscow farming it up, and on top of that, the Moscow having an easier time in his lane. So that means he is getting all those items. He's getting all those skills. So that is going to be a bit problematic, and you do not want that. So I am really curious to see how these teams will be moving forward while there's a lot of pressure onto the bottom lane by the Luke. But as of now, Team Emperors will have to get ready for the Lord because, hey, it's just 20 seconds left. The Lord's going to be quite important, and Celestial Titans have been winning the neutral objectives.
Of course, Celestial Titans 7-4 the score is. They're on a lead at this moment. And you're going to see that rotation coming out here inside the tier. A lot of damage being dished out. Airborne getting a lot of damage as well. Somehow managed to go back, but will be losing out that structure 2 onto the top. There's more scaling that Moscow needed at this point. Split pushing being done from the bot. We've got secured that structure for sure, but then just goes back into the safer zone as well. Now, there might be a chance that will be an uncontested Lord for the side of Team Celestial Titans. They're going for the Lord dance though, but will they go for the contest? Let's see. Baksha is interested though.
Let's see what is it going to be. This is the first Lord of the game. Celestial Titans, if they lose out the first Lord, the crack starts to begin to show, so they have to make sure to get it on. And yep, it's going to be Kyler with that. Zaytian, a very good attempt on taking that Lord, but it was a bit too late. Other than that, the Lord's going to jump in while Team Emperors are pushed towards their inhibitors. They are desperately making sure to not let go of the mid lane as of now.
Yeah, 10 minutes, 30 seconds of the game. They have the Lord onto their wave. There's a spatial migration with the Valor game coming to the wave. Pathway popped up, Bravest Fire used as well. Look at the burst coming out from the RWF. And the follow-up, the Black Dragon is coming in as well. But it will be the hindrance onto the Bakshia. He's getting all those damage absorbed by him. Again, RWF. This time, Dragon couldn't survive. The Dominance Ice will get acquired in the meantime by Lucas Tame. But without the dragon, is it possible to defend the Lord? I don't think so. The Holy Shell is not there in the mid and onto the bot as well. The lane is getting synchronized. Pitchy?
Yes, that's true. Look at them. A bit of a disrespect coming in. Celestial Vitals, what is your answer? Do you want to end this game? Pick up the #1 spot at the Algambo 32 Elite Sports, or do you guys want to stretch it out? Try to let Emperor take your spot, but wait a minute. There comes the special migration.
Yeah, the spatial migration comes into the way. There is the mob trying to go for the Spear of Misery here. Will be securing the kill as well. They managed to defend the base somehow, Pitchy. But for now, the team is getting strangled at this point. Will they carry out the same spirit in the next 2 to 3 minutes? Because another lot gonna come up. And if you're gonna gamble it out, then you might gonna lose it out as well. And this is a do or die set for yourself. So Emperors does have a lot of pressure onto their way, but they need to do something if they want to be the champion of the Algambo Esports Elite 32 Scrims. Otherwise, they have to wait for the 64 Scrim. It is coming soon though. And if you guys want to register it, then do follow our social handles and as well as the YouTube, so that you will get the link to get joined in the 64 Elite Scrim.
That's true. That's true. Really curious to see what we will be managing to get. Other than that, it is going to be how Celestial Titans making sure to synchronize their lanes. Now, I'm really curious to see. But other than that, is it going to be an end? Because Celestial Titans are playing it purely for the neutral objectives. 9 kills already gathered up onto them. It's just because how they were moving around. But other than that, look at them. They are sweeping every single creep. Their Emperors are also trying to close the goal gap, but the goal gap is a little up. And Emperors this time around will have to take the Lord. And if they don't, might be a game over.
Might be a game over, might be Celestial Titans who gonna take over the game for them. No, God knows. But for now, this team gonna try their best. Look at the rotation, 3v2 rotation coming out from the side of team Celestial Titans right now. And this 3v2 rotation will actually help them out to secure the lane as well as the Lord zone. The vicinity is open for both these sides, but I believe Emperors might not gonna contest out the vicinity here, because if they're gonna contest it out, they're gonna gamble it out as well. But for now, they're a little bit sustained, and they need the damage dealer to grab on the team fight as well. Console play coming in the way. They might gonna go for the contest here. Retribution is so good of Sucker. Might gonna take out the Lord. SOD connected. Let's see. We'll have to retreat. It will be Sucker, of course. But now the spatial migration used. Cheesin got a shutdown there. The Moscow is dealing a lot of damage here. Gonna get a double onto the Eve. Might be a triple coming in as well. The wind got shifted down here. Kyler falls down. Boss coming in. It will be a kill onto the rejected one. Just the Lucas team surviving at this point. Minions marching out of the bot. Is the game got deflected towards the side of Team Emperor's Pitchy?
Oh no, Team Emperors, they have to push it out. They have to make sure that the minions are in directly marching towards the Crystal. Luke, will he be able to clear the Lord? Because he does have his bravest fighter onto him. And Chisholm also joins up as quickly as possible. 3-2-5 being the score. He needs to make sure to make his space, because Baran can jump in as quickly as possible. Teams from the Celestial Titans are coming in. But wait a minute, Baksha is also there. What are they going to do? They lost their mid inhibitor, the bot inhibitor as well. Zetian leaving in a sliver of HP. Crazy. They'll have to leave it though, and Celestial Titans for a safe defense.
But it's a comeback for Emperors. They managed to make their move right now in the game so far. Till now, they were so cold, but for now, they are hitting up at this moment. They're back into the banger. It's more like 15 minutes mark of the game, and Emperors are showing their true intent. They know, like, they will go for the gamble. It will be two ways. Either they're going to lose it out or they want to win it out. This time they won it out. And you know, Sucker has a great retribution if you're going to compare it with Kyler. So obviously he's going to grab the Lord and got his hand into those two inhibitors. But now the scene got changed. Emperors have a better position. They got two inhibitors. They opened up the Nemesis onto the Celestial Titan side. So they are in a better thing. Cheesin need to play safe, because somehow the eye of a veil is onto him.
That is true. Team Emperor, I would really love to crown you the title of the Kings of Comebacks. You guys have been really showing off what a comeback should be looking like, and look at that. This time around, they are trying to get ready for another lot. It is a little bit far-fetched, 40 seconds there, but 40 seconds will be just going in a moment. So let's see. They have to put a bit of a pressure talking about Celestial Titans, because it is quite important. And Ash, is it a pattern? Because the Guinevere, be it any team, is just not it for today.
Not it for today. Even the Lapu Lapu as well. So That's the thing. Like, if it's a pattern, then Emperor going to win this game, and we will be casting out the fifth game decider as well. So, Celestial Titans, can you end this game? Or are you going to give it on to the side of Emperors to go for the fifth game decider? So far, Emperors doing so great in this match. They managed to defend two lots. They took over the first, but now there is a little bit of overextension being shown here. And they got zoned with that 20 with that spatial migration, but now retaliate back to the safer side. Dragon coming in, going for the Lord Dance, but he is aware of the rejected one, I believe.
That is true. Look at them. They are trying to position themselves. 40-second already gone in. A swish, and with that, Kyler will have to get ready for the retribution. They'll have to make sure to bait out Zatian's ultimate as quickly as possible. But Cheezen, you need to jump in with your team as quickly as possible. What is it going to be? I really wanted to know what answer that team Celestial Titans will be making, because it is very much important. No inhibitors taken down from the side of Team Emperors. That means, okay, wait. Before I jump into my point, let's look at the items. Looks like Hylos is a bit behind on one item so far, and I feel like the burning crystal from coming in from the Bakshia should have been sold already. Like, I guess it is an item, but I like that he's not building it completely, but at this point he should.
Mounted Shocker, spatial migration with the voluntary Grim as well. There will be a kill onto the dragon. Memphis falls down there. Lord is getting evolved, but there is a split push coming in. Will he end it? Afiel onto the backdoor entry. He's locking down the base at this point. More minions are coming in, and there you go. The backdoor entry, the surprise attack will taking over the game to a fifth game decider. Afiel did it at last, and you will be watching out the fifth game. What a game it was. What a finish it was. A backdoor entry to secure the win against Team Celestial Titans. They managed to take out Memphis, but they couldn't secure that lane. That's the main thing. That one Lord getting into the hand of Team Emperors was the moment changing Lord, because they got two inhibitors. They opened up the Nemesis, and Moscow did the dirtiest work of the game. That is the backdoor entry, and he managed to secure the win there, Pitchy.
What a game, like crazy. Look at that. There's a bit of a match highlights coming up from that. And I think this is the most entertaining finals I have seen so far. And I have seen comebacks. I have seen backdoor gameplays. Look at that. Javier, this man needs to be target banned. This man looks close up all the team heroes that he's gonna pick, and it's gonna get easy for Celestial Titans. But Team Emperors, despite really pushing it up a lot.
I'm flabbergasted right now that Moscow, that was a legendary move. And the BTK move, I always say, backdoor entry. In the end, it's all about the vicinity. It's all about that crown, that structure. And he went for that macro play. Doesn't need to be in the Lord zone. Doesn't need to be in the fight zone. You need to take care of the split push. And he did it. He did it. The minion waves he pulled out. And you sent a Z to stop him? You can't do that. You can't do that. But this is the end, guys. The Bosco, the factor, the X factor for the side of Emperor, making it through the fifth game decider right now. Fear the Phoenix, Lord secured. This was the moment change or moment got shaped out for the side of Emperors. They got two inhibitors with this, and due to that reason, now you can see the win goes to them. And it's maybe the Gwynny and the Lapu curse as well. However, how good you can play, but you're gonna lose it out.
Highly possible. I feel like the Hylos curse, sorry, not the Hylos, but the Guinevere curse might be there. They pushed the game to game number 5. The score is 2-2 as of now. Team Celestial Titles did not get that match point onto their hands. Really curious to see how they will be trying to manage it out, but my goodness, AVL, if he manages to get another game with his marksman, I think he must be the MVP again.
Of course, indeed. And who got the MVP? We don't have the MVP screen yet, I believe. Yeah. We'll be having the MVP screen soon. Yeah, here it is, guys. The MVP
let's
is here.
go.
Avial 314 doesn't matter. You cannot see the push thing here, but I can show you that thing later as well. MVP Avial, the legendary Moscow, I'll say. The legendary move, the backdoor entry, and he managed to create it there for the side of Team Emperors to take it on to a fifth game decider here.
Definitely. With 3-1-17, let's go. Okay, 3-1-4. The score really works out very well. Picks up the MVP. He's the only gold member right there on his own team, while the other side are really just trying to make sure to get that game. But nah, the Guinevere curse is real, Ash.
The Guinevere crush is real, but for now, I will be taking a short break of 2 minutes and we'll come back by getting hydrated. You guys also get hydrated because the game is getting more thrill right now. We don't know who's gonna win it because it's not about who is taking macro, who is taking micro. It's all about who is playing it wisely. Moscow with the backdoor entry was not expected at all in the finals. This was I will say the most thrillist final I have ever casted for. But for now, we're taking a short break, coming back soon into the game. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned with us because the fifth game is yet to come.
Will drown in the tide of oblivion.
巻ナルトが帰ってきたぞ。
飛来神の術。
俺ってば父ちゃんを越す火影になる。
愚かなる大本と子供騙しか。アマテラス。
行くぜ。これが俺たちの力だってばよ。
忍びにとって何より大切なのはチームワークだよ。
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, back to the 32 Elite Scream powered by Algambo Esports. Right now, you're watching out the grand finale. A prize pool of 8,000, 4,500 for the champion, 2,500 for the first runner-up, and 1,000 rupees for the third runner-up, who is already selected down. That is Ryzen X. It's your boy Asteezy and Pitchy out there to cast out this final game. Pitchy, I asked you, will we going to see the fifth game decider? You said it's a final. We will have the spiciest things, and we might gonna see the fifth game decider. And there you go. The heavens call in here. Fifth game decider is on to the mark. Emperors versus Celestial Titans. Two of the best team of this 32 Elite Scream are not going to settle with a 2-0 or with a 3-0. They will be getting settled with a 3-2 right now. And we don't know who will be getting the highest stakes. Is it Emperors or is it Celestial Titans? Who will be winning the 4,500 rupees, guys? Let me know in the chat section. Not only that, I heard a big news. The 64 round of tournament is coming soon by Algambo Esports. If you want to be a part of it, then do not waste your time. Go and start hustling around with your team, and not only that, follow our social handles so that you will get the info about the next event of Algambo as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that, final game of the day, final game of the Elite 32 Scrims. What is it going to be? Celestian title versus Team Emperors. It's a 2-for-2. And now we will be getting the respect band. Will Aviel will be getting his bands or not? Because I am really, really curious to know about that.
2 games this guy played so well. Carry, then the Moscow, and he is the X factor for the team. Till now, if Emperor is going for the 5th game decider, Pitchy, all hells to none other than Aviel, the goal laner from Team Emperor. Managed to take his team for the 5th game decider. Lose or win, doesn't matter. The playstyle, the amount of intent he has shown in the Land of Dawn will always get remembered in the Algambo Esports 32 Elite Scream.
Definitely, what a game that we were seeing. And yes, Ariel will be getting his
Yeah. I think Peachy is having some issue here, but look at that. Sora coming first pick for the setup team Celestial Titans, and Emperors are going on to that Grok here. With not only the Grok, but also the Zetian into their way. They got the Initiator as well as the setup comp for their side. They're going like the second game, Peachy, and not only that, I was hoping for the Valentina, but the Valentina got banned from the side of the Celestial Titans. Right now, Celestial Titans, what they will prepare for the jungle is the Leo mode is the option, or the Suyu will be the opening for them. Otherwise, they can also target out that Harley for them. This is the 5th game decider, the final call for both these sides. They need to go for their best, and they have to play their best as well. Their S play. If they will not show their best game, then they will regret it later, because with this lose, you will be losing out 4,500 and the title of the champion. Okay, so there you go. The Khalid and the Kimi into the wave for the side of Team Celestial Titans here. They got the Kimi into the mid. Yep, I can hear you, Pitchy.
Oh, finally back. I'm so sorry about that. But other than that, Khalid finally, Sora. I saw the Valentina ban. I was like, yep, Sora is definitely going to be here. And with that, it's going to be the Kimi into the middle lane. You do see a bit of a picks right from the game number 1, game number 2, and 3 coming up at this stage as well. But it's not going to be Cheese and back again on YSS. Is it a good choice that they gave out YSS into the hands of AVL?
AVL this time going for the Ishinshin, and they lose out the Ishinshin match, if you remember. We're talking about the Grok this game with the Ishinshin and the Zetian, 2 global ultimates for their side, 2 info machines for their side. They'll get a lot of information from the side of Celestial Titans. But is the info is the best thing? You have to go for the damage deal as well. For now, will be your jungle priority from the side of team Celestial Titans. They went for the early game aggression, and at last, by the God grace, we are going to see bad boy Chopip with his Kimi. I mean, he was not picking this Kimi yet. So now I feel like जब matter बड़ा होता है, तब Chopip का Kimi खड़ा होता है. So it's the moment he went for the Kimi pick for himself.
Let's see what they will be trying to do, because hey, the matchup's really looking good for the first phase. Second phase, there is a bit of a respect bans coming up. You do see the Lancelot getting banned. You do see the Yuzhong also getting banned. But what about something like a jungler? Because Leo mode is open. I do want to see Leo mode getting targeted as well. But will we be able to see a Lapu Lapu once again?
Yeah, if the Lapu is coming, you know who is losing. The Lapu is the option, then you know the curse is also following them. So I don't think the Lapu curse will be presented here, but the Lancelot and the Leo mode will be taken out. So do the Yuzhong, and there might be a ban onto the maybe onto the roam, not to the roam, but onto the jungle maybe. Harley, they have an efficient chance to go for that Harley ban, but if Team Emperors going for the Harley, they will be a little bit squishy pitchy. So they might gonna go for the Baxia. Or Bakshi is banned though. Moscow. God, the respect again. Do you think this is an Ishinshin jungle?
I would say a 20% chance because AV, although he's much more good at the traditional marksman, so I feel like there might be a gold being Lord and yep, Harley being introduced. It is going to be a YSS gold this time around. Cheesin, what will he be pick and what will he do against the YSS?
Against the YSS, what will be the option? Is it the Sora gold? Who knows? Cheesing onto the Sora for the gold lane. Have already played it, the Freya. So maybe the Sora is the option this time. The Harley will be there. So much squishy draft coming out from the side of Emperors here. And they muck it wrong, if you will see, ask me. Like that last ban onto the Moscow goes bad. But this is the Hayabusa game coming in, off meta Hayabusa with an Uranus. And this is a Sora gold. Congratulations. Cheese with a Sora goal against the Ishan Shin. There is a Harley to mark, but they are a little bit sustained here. Can't break the drop properly, but I can say one thing: the thriller will be there. Absolute cinematic thriller you're going to experience in this fifth game decider for sure. Because this game gonna get into the nerve, into the toe tickling kind of match.
That's true. That's true. Because hey, the new introduction of the Hayabusa, as well as the Uranus and the Sora, I do want to see how Team Celestial Titans will be playing it up. But at the same time, Emperors really onto the heroes that they have played. They know the in and out of Team Celestial Titans. So what is it going to be? What is it going to be? 7 seconds left for Empress to pick. And is it going to be a Alapu Lapu? No, it's going to be the all-or one of the heroes very well suited for the EXP lane. Does very well as well, because you can have the chance to put your enemies in an uncomfortable position that the enemy will have to reposition themselves and then deal the damage. And by the time your team can capitalize the kills as well. So really curious to see what is it going to be. And here is it, the draft.
Here is the draft, guys. Arlot went on to the EXP against that Uranus. There is the Harley there. And for the Harley, I believe they went for the Hayabusa. So it's more like if you're going to break it out, survivability kind of tilted towards the side of Team Celestial Titans. That Uranus, as well as that Khalid and Sora picked 3 proper frontliner. And not only that, if you're going to talk about the early game composition, it is into the hand of Team Emperors right now. But sliding into the mid to late phase, pitchy, we might going to see the composition getting marked out for the side of Team Celestial Titans. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th game decider, for the Heaven's Call in this grand finale at Algambo Esports 32 and its game. The match is not over. The game is not over. Let's see who will be the champion of this 32 elite game. But before that, there is a network issue, so we'll be going for a pause.
Okay, so we are getting a pause, and on top of that, the teams will have to see those. Now, they are getting a bit of a time to just group up and discuss what can be done, because the draft is over. They have not gotten the first blood, and this is a very good time, and they should make use of the time. So let's see how they will be trying to group up as well. Now Hayabusa needs the snowball. How will they get the snowball towards Hayabusa? We're really curious to know.
Yeah, the snowball is like I mean, obviously, in the early phase, if the Hayabusa will have better snowballing, then definitely the Hayabusa are gonna do better. But at the same time, you're vulnerable to that Harley, you're vulnerable to the Ishan Shin. Even the Ishan Shin can easily dodge out your ultimate with the help of the immune, the skill one, and the Harley's hat is the best option to get out from the Ugi Shadow kill. So all these things, even the passive of the Zatian, so but still you went for the Hayabusa, like 3 counters for the Ugi Shadow kills, and you still went for the higher. So whom you gonna mark out? The Arlot, the Grok, they're the sustain, they're the frontliners for the team. So it's like a Hayabusa might be a useless pick, but at the same time, if it will be macrocentric, like if it will go for the turtles, then it might gonna get some change for the Celestial Titans. Last match, a very pressurized match. Lot of your picks, lot of your term cards has already been rolled out. So you went for something off meta. You went for something which was hidden in your pocket, but now you have to execute it properly. Otherwise, you know what will happening. It will be the loss stamping on the face of Celestial Titans. After all the way they did so well, they will eventually end it with a lose because of this Hayabusa. If it goes wrong, and Emperor, hats up to them. Losing the first game, taking on the second one, third going out of their hand, fourth also about to go out of their hand. Otherwise, that backdoor entry comes into the way. So obviously, Emperor has done their way to the finals, and they're about to, if they win this game, Pichi, I would say Abiel is the real MVP.
Agreed. Really want to see how they will be trying to capitalize it as well, because hey, we are back again with the YSS onto the goal lane. Last game we did see the same, but this game, what will they do? Now they do have an addition of Grok as well. Now the Grok is also another of a good hero, but till how long that they could rely on the Grok, that till how long they could just rely on Kyler as well, because hey, Kyler needs to take up the snowball. But onto the top lane, Luke, first blood?
First blood onto Luke. Oh no. Luke finds his way back there. Look his team as well as Memphis. It's like it's a classic thing. Luke kind of bullying Memphis from the very beginning of the game, from the very beginning of the matches. And now look at it. It's a Harley jungle. So of course, Grace Sucker will play a little bit safer in the early phase, but at the same time, he will be trying to get the turtle out for himself. But for now, there is a chance that we might gonna see the spike coming in for the setup team Emperors here. There's a little bit of a stun. Oh my! Look at the damage from Jopip.
Oh my god, he's in. Wow, he makes it out alive. Look at that. That was definitely a bit crazy coming in, but at the same time, what will the members do? Because that was almost the first blood going down into the hands of Harley, and now the turtle is back.
With the turtle is back, I believe Team Emperors might be the one not going to contest it out, because Celestial Titans will just get uncontested turtle for them. I told you, like macro-centric. You have to play macro-centric with that Hayabusa. You cannot go for aggressive early game kind of fight. You have to be on the turtle. You have to stack up your Kaipier, so that's what will help you out a little bit. For now, Quad Shadow got connected on the Arlot. Not going to go for the contest here. Around the bot side, there is a little bit of skirmish going in. Motor Shocker release onto the Sora, but it's a Sora, of course, so you cannot take it down. There's a little bit of movement coming in. Look at the Uranus going far and far. There is a wall popped up as well, but he will be disrupting the pace of jungling.
Let's see. Kyler, on to the other hand, is just going in for those items. His first priority would be items as of now. So, yep, that is good. But Cheesan, on to the other hand, is struggling right there, Sora.
My goodness, the damage coming out from Harley. Cheesan falls down immediately there. One situation. First blood secure from the side of Emperors. They're high with the macro at this moment, but the macro goes into the hand of Celestial Titan. 1 for 1. If you're going to talk about the macro, but 1 for none if you're going to just talk about the micro.
That's true. Let's just wait and watch what will happen, because the bad boy Joseph, he is dealing a bit of a damage onto the mid lane along with the rejected one. But Gary, though, he's able to find so much, and on top of that, he is just making sure that is the bot lane getting targeted and putting everything on ABL once again.
For now, Emperors are kind of suitable for the fights, and the damage from look at the damage. I told you, even the final slash years. Can he go back? Yep, he managed somehow to go back into the sleeper zone though, but was about to take him down. But if it was not about the flicker burst coming into the way. A little bit of zone on the turtle right now being taken on. There's a tornado being used. Holly goes back with a hat, but now he comes back again. Retribution happens. Sucker will never learn to lose out the retreat against Skylar. That's what I've seen from the very beginning. But now Papa Kong falls down with that ninjutsu shuriken falling onto him. There's a burst coming in. Invasion happening on the blue-red buff at this moment. This is a 1-for-1 equalizer into the macro. But they will be retaliating back into the safer place at this moment. The score is also equalized, with the macro is also equalized by both these sides. The game is going 50-50, Pichi.
Definitely, it's a 50-50. It's already, 1-for-1 onto the top lane. They are trying to go brawl it out, but will Harley find the score? He does it! Tyler will be taken down. Gary, my goodness, he is making use of everything that is there into the kit of the Harley. Look at him. Now I'm really curious to see how they will be trying to manage that because hey, Sora is dealing so much damage.
Yeah, Sora is dealing so much damage at this moment. Take charge for the defense. Went back into the safer zone, but there is a Uranus chasing him down as well. But we're not gonna get his hand onto that Grok at this moment. 2-1 the score is. It's like Emperor have a great micro setup for them. But now, if they go for a 5v5 fight, whom do you think gonna win the fight? I mean, for me, it might be Celestial Titans. But at this point,
But
targeting out the minions. There is a little bit of scum is going on. Third kill for the South team. Emperors 3-1. Khalid falls down. Rejected one. Got rejected again.
my goodness, Harley is absolutely unstoppable. Look at him trying to go for the tanks as well. That is definitely crazy. Now on top of that, we have to see how towards the top lane Arlet will be coming in as well. Now I am a bit curious because why is Arlet not going in for the team fights? It is no point in going for a Uranus, but oh, Papa Kong, nah, cheesing with the flickery, thus managed to get it on. Turtle is up. So Gary is not getting a chance to enter the river area. What are they going to do?
This is the thing, like, if you can't win the retreat, you have to make sure that Gary cannot come to the vicinity. If he is coming, he's gonna win the retribution for sure, because his retribution winning is kind of higher than Tyler. So that's the only thing you can do right now. Structure getting secured here. Hayabusa doing the same thing on the top as well.
Let's see. Bad boy not looking in a very good position, will be taken down, and on top of that, it is going to be. Oh, look at that.
Oh, the fight is still going on. All it goes with the slash there. Not gonna happen any casualties for him, but Bad Boy Joe Pip falls down once the penetration circle finds him. Harley's penetration circle finds him. This is the thing, like, for now, the score is kind of ahead for Emperors. If you're going to talk about the Turtles, 2-1. If you're going to talk about the score, 4-3. But if the goal is kind of higher for the side of Team Emperors, they are having 2k goal lead for them. They got a structure, but still, I mean, both the teams got a structure, but the goal is kind of higher.
It's gonna be the magic of Harley. Look at him, Harley 2-1-2. He's able to get a lot of advantage right there. He's able to get, the core members, especially who's jumping towards the back lines. So that's gonna be an interesting one to see. Rejected one trying to make up for a good amount of setup, but will he be successful?
That's the main question. Will he be successful into that late phase? Hayabusa not yet done much, but 1-1-0 is the score for the higher KDAs. The Sora goes in, Cheesin comes back. He went for the electrifying shots by his Cloud, but couldn't do so. At this point, Celestial Titans are playing safer, but they need to go for some proper setups for them, which might gonna give them proper trade, like into the gold.
Definitely, we're really curious to see what is it going to be, because this is the first law that's coming in. While Harley in position, is he going to find? What is it going to be now? Because Harley is an early game hero, so early game is almost over as of now. So it's going to be a bit different how they would be moving around. Okay, wait a minute.
There is a little bit of movement coming out from the setup team. Celestial Titans here. This is the Fury of the Phoenix being used for the info. The Lord is up here. But what a way. Cheesin goes down here with the penetration circle, marking him up. And now there might be a chance to look at him. He's getting strumbled here with the final slash coming out up to him. There you go. This is the Desert Tornado being used. All these resources got baited out at this point. They might going to go on to rejected one. But before that, the Oogie Shadow kill. Oh, no. It's just the Quad Shadow, just the poke though.
Okay. Looks like Luke is also trying to give up with a situation right there for his teammates. Oh, wait a minute. Aviel onto the back lines.
Shocker release. Luke Stem falls down there onto the... Carry the sucker. Suck falls down. Now, the Kimmy rotating out. Bad Boy Joe Pep. Can he grab up something? But before the Memphis, he falls down into the hand of Cheesin. and somehow Jopep finds his way back into the safer zone. 5-4-6, still onto the lead, Emperors.
My goodness, Emperors, look at that. They managed to make the score 6 onto their hands. AVL playing it quite safe as well. Now he's also making sure to do not let the other team trying to catch him. He's also making sure he's trying to farm up as well. Look at the farm, 7.3k already picked up, and he is the highest in the game as of now. And the second highest would be the Harley. Emperors are really not losing it, but the neutral objectives, they need to make sure Papa Kong is all safe. Papa Kong is also giving that kind of a gameplay, but wait a minute, there's a bit of a disturbance into the mid already.
Yeah, into the mid, there's a bit of movement coming in from both these sides, but if you're taking on the Lord and in the vicinity, Sucker is present, then you should not go. His retribution skills are better than Kyler, always told this. Raising Sandstorm, managed to take down Pope. Jopep here. A slate happened to the rejected one. Slither of HP, but gonna take it out with a burst onto Cheese, and Shadow happened to the Abiel, but there you go. Slate onto Kyler. 4-man down here is just the Uranus, and it will be easy Lord coming out for the side of team Emperor, but they are not interested on it. They will go back, get the health, and will come back for the Lord.
Definitely really curious to see what is it going to be, but my goodness Lord, though it is already started by the side of Team Emperors, while the Team Emperors will be making sure to get it onto their hands. Now onto the other hand, there's a bit of a minion pressure building up onto the bot lane as well. Okay, Arlet is already there. I believe he might be able to get it on, but it's a 50-50. Look at the match.
It's 50-50, but you can say that it is kind of 60-40 right now, with the gold and the Lord being there into the hand of Emperors. If they will accumulate some structures with this Lord, then obviously Emperors will be in better stage. And the Hayabusa, as you mentioned, off meta, not going to work so well. That is what happening right now. What is happening right now?
Whoa, let's see, Luke, this time around the Lord's gonna march in from the bot lane, and Team Emperors, will they be getting that victory? I mean, if they get to manage to get the bottom inhibitor as quickly as possible, I do believe that they will be having an easier time into the second turtle, but no, they don't want to push it with the Lord. They want to make sure to open up the mid lane as well. Mid lane, I don't like it how it's open, because it's a very good chance that they could, but they are not, and they are much more interested on the tier 2s.
Of course, and now the fight is still going on to the mid mark of the bot tier. But for now, there will be the Harley getting chased down by the Uranus. You cannot take out the Uranus easily, but now the structure got secured. Defensive, raising Sandstorm.
Damn, let's see, no inhibitor harmed as of now, but the teams are just making sure to clear up those bigger minions. With the Lord, it's going to be a bit problem. Now, talking about the gold update, once again, it's going to be YSS, but Harley is also picking it up. He does have the score items that he can still deal those damage. Now, onto the same note, oh, Zatian's passive will be taken out. Now, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yep, the passive goes burnt off right now from the side of Team Emperors. But at this moment, look at the structures. They have all those mid structures secured in each and every lane. Even the top tier 1, mid tier 1 is secure at this point. So it's more like Emperors are in a better position in the map, in the macro wise. But if you're going to talk about Team Celestial Titans, they are kind of fallen behind on the top side. All those 2 tiers has been taken down. It's just the inhibitor standing tall. So one more Lord, they might not gonna sustain it out properly and lose out all those tiers as well. So it's more like you need to take this Lord at any cost if you want to make your comeback.
I agree with you, Ash, right there, but okay, I'll let that's going to be the Sora who's trying to make a move, who's trying to make sure Papa Kong is a bit low before they could do, but okay, Mountain Shocker will be revealing the position, and Celestial Titans, that position will be futile for a bit, because they can re-engage as well, but minions are the priority as of now, and with that, the Lord is up. Ash, do you think Emperors, if they take this Lord, is it going to be an end?
For now, I'll say like Emperors has a better position for them.
And
Agree.
it is more like Team Celestial Titans. If they will go for the skirmish into the Lord, they need to take out either the Ishanshin or the Harley. Because, like Sucker will be the one. Oh, that deflection with the flicker! Raising Sandstrom! He can't dance right now! Hayabusa falls down, but he managed to take down someone before he goes down there. Here at the Phoenix, there is the raise coming out here. We're going to see the Ishanshin marking down. Goes back in the safer side as well. Kimi striking on with a continuous burst, but not going to happen to take down anybody. It's just 1-for-1. But a bigger trade for the side of Team Emperor. GG. Work by Memphis. Before he goes down, he managed to take down the victory holder, Kyla, from the Celestial Titans.
Holy moly, what a game that the Emperors are showing as of now. There's going to be a bit of an easy lot unless Team Celestial Titans will be going in, trying to take down, doing the same because, hey, they are not targeting the Harley as of now. And the Lord, it would be 50-50. It goes into the hands of Gabriel, a Retribution holder. Without a Retribution holder, what are they going to do? And on top of that, Team Emperors with the goal lead, with the kill lead, what is it going to be?
I don't know what to say for now. I mean, 3 times I've been saying this thing. Emperors are doing best when the talk is about macro. Last time too, like that one Lord and everything got changed. Otherwise, this match would not have been here. It would have been an easy 3-1 win for Celestial Titans. They literally lurking behind the match, taking it straight onto the point that Team Emperors are having better position right now. If they win this game from now on, I'll say like Aviel, the real man. This time, of course, he has not that much, influence, but still, it is Gary the Sucker as well as Aiko this time. But still, like, I love the way Aviel changed out those 2 games for his team so that they managed to play this game. Lord marching onto the top, crashed onto the elevator right now. There is the follow-up coming by Aviel here, and we're going to see that little bit of positioning coming out from Emperor as well. They're waiting for the tier 2 to fall down, but nice defense coming out from the side of Team Celestial Titans. They marked out from each and every side. Look at that, I told you! The Haya not going to get survived when the penetration soccer mark him out. Emperor will go for the Fury of Phoenix. There is a crowd control coming in. Shundering strike into the way as well, but look at the damage coming in. Ishanshin poking it out from the behind. There you go. He's entering into the Nemesis, but couldn't follow so because the Nemesis is not so open yet. The minion waves got defended out, but another wave is coming in. They will be securing this structure too, even though the Uranus is here there for the Strumbling. Final Slash comes up. He goes back on the safer side, and the Uranus falls down with the burst coming out from the Harley.
Crazy match. Look at that. Even though the Lords is the biggest Lord that you are seeing, yet Team Celestial Titans are coming up with that kind of a defense. Look at them. They are not backing down. Look at them. They just want to make sure to get the game as well. The pressure is quite high on both the sides because it is the final match. The team who wins it up will be winning the first position. So we are really curious to see. Other than that, the teams are getting all ready for another lot. 20 seconds left. Will Kyla be able to get this lot or not?
Let's see. Will they able to take this slot or not? But so far, the Retribution 50-50 battle history is saying me that Pichi, it is Sucker always winning the retreat battle against Kyla. So if he's going to contest it out, there might be a reason that Emperor will. And even sometime I've even seen that thing. Like if not Kyla, then it was bad boy Chopep with that Valentina who secured the lot. So it's never Kyla. Not as in a single time he won a 50-50 battle against the Sucker yet. But still, you need to follow the drill. The drill is you need to take care of that Sucker's position into the vicinity. If you manage to stroll him out from the vicinity, then you might be having an easy lot. But now, the beautiful stuck behind comes into the way with the Mono Shocker release. Uranus on the top, yet not rotating down the bot. But there might be a chance the Hayabusa are going to go for the contest. Let's see what will be happening. The zone coming out from both the sides.
Let's see. Really curious to know. Jason managed to get out of that. He does have his spell lamp onto his hands to make sure he is not getting sucked by Gary as of now. But Lord is up. Ash, this is the moment both the teams have been waiting, because this will be letting the teams know which teams will be winning, because I feel like this might be the last Lord Luke onto the back lanes.
Not a single resources has been taken out from the side of Emperors yet. The flicker is burned out for the Sora, but now look at that zoning coming out. But you're going to see that Mount Shakra released here with the info coming in. Hayabusa goes. Quad Shadow, Woogie Shadow Kill comes in, the flicker falls up as well. He manages to goes back into the safer zone. Sora falls down in the meantime. This is not at a good case, because it will be a 5v4 situation right now, and you cannot go for the contest, Pitchy. But there is the chance. They're going for it. The tech charge comes in the way. Knock on happening as well. Look at that Alot going behind. Sucker finds the Lord. Slain happened to the Kimmy. And now Ogi Shadowkill uses it. Doesn't have the quad shadow. He falls down immediately. The Ogi Shadowkill falls off. And now it might be the end. We are watching out at the 32 Elite Scream, guys, because the whole crew of Emperors are striking onto the Nemesis from the bot. It is just the Unas getting trapped down. The All-Out Emperors managed to go for the Fear of the Phoenix. They're locking down the base. The crown will get up, and the ultimatum is here. It will be Team Emperors. After 2 losses, they find their way for the win. It will be the 4,500 and the tag of the champion for Team Emperors with a 3-2 victory. At last, the night will goes on for Emperor after the victory they claimed by taking on Celestial Titans at the 32 Elite Scream at Algambo Esports. The night is written. The history will be written for Emperors in a golden words.
My goodness, what a match. Congratulations to the Team Empress being the victorious, claiming the throne that they have been waiting for right from the game number 1. Celestial Titans placed onto the second match. Really loved the match, given the fact that this match, okay, let's just watch the highlights, then let's just talk about how it just went. But Kyler was lacking a bit this game.
Kyler, he was lacking behind, but huge shout out for the man who took the game for a 5th game for his team. Doesn't manage to do much in this game, but still was able to give that damage with the Ishin Shin. And in the end, the delivery was so great for the side of Team Emperors. They finds the win. They're the champions. And I need to look who got the MVP here. I'd really love to see Memphis onto that MVP. The way that guy was flexing that Arlot, the way he is going zing with that Arlot, he was really a better crowd controller than the Grok in this game so far.
Definitely really played it out so well. Grok as well. He just made sure to deliver that tectonic charge for his teammates. Now, it just worked out so well for them. The tankiness that they had along with the alert. Yep, that was it for Team Empress. They really gambled on to the early, I would say. The early game played it out very well, but somewhere along the mid to the late game, he was playing it a bit passive.
Of course, Fury of the Phoenix, this moment when we saw like Celestial Titans are kind of losing out each and every battles because of this reason, the heavy crowd control being done by Emperors in this game. I mean, think about it. Everyone was thinking Celestial Titans would be the winner. They won the first game. They lose out the second. They won the third. Even the fourth was in their parameter, but then AVL with that backdoor entry creates the opening for the side of Team Emperor. And not only the opening, but let them be the champion of the 32 Elite Scream. This is one of the best written destiny for the side of Team Emperors, like losing out the first and the third game and coming out with the best AVL for the third time in a row. Hat-trick for him. MVP holder, none other than AVL, the mauler for this game. 75% team fight participation with a 5.7 KD, 25% damage taken, 15,324 gold in this game so far. AVL, ladies and gentlemen, the gold standard of this 32 Elite Scream, none other than AVL. First game, he won it with a carries 2 damage. Second game, he did a big thing, that is the backdoor entry, which was not expected by anyone. Third game, he played it safe. He was not even in the scene, but managed to cook it out, that MVP from the hand. The final MVP goes to none other than Aviel, the goal laner from Emperor, who managed to tilt it this game from the hand of Celestial Titans to the hand of Emperors.
Holy shit, what a game we have been seeing right from the round number 1, match number 1. Teams Emperors managed to wiggle their way towards the first position. But let's talk about the result that is there in front of us. Javier, he knows his marksman how to play it very slow. It doesn't matter. He doesn't goes in for the chase, which I really loved. And on top of that, look at that. The Grog did get targeted a lot, and yet the Grog, look at that, damage taken 34%, but more than that, it is the Arlet damage taken though. It is definitely a lot.
Huge congratulations to the side of Emperors for becoming the champion of 32 Elite Stream powered by Algambo Esports. You are worthy of that title. Not only that, you will be getting 4,500 rupees money into your account. And not only that, I love to watch Team Celestial Titans throughout the tournament. Their domination is never going to be end. I hope they will come back sooner and stronger in the next event of Algambo Esports and gonna shine there as well as a champion, not as a runner-up. But they will be taking 2,500 rupees with them. And the third position is given to none other than Ryzen X. They will get 1,000 rupees into their account as well. So with this, the night is not so longer. It is going to be end for now. Thank you so much to all the casters who deliver their energy and their talents on the board. Thank you so much for being there.